They can hear us.
You're the peppermint Altoid, Steve.
That's absolutely. You're a madman. I can't.
You guys
McDonald.
Look, we're talking about Altoids.
No. I can't.
They can see us now.
Okay, so they
can't.
couldn't see the Altoid's dead ass fall out of my mouth just now.
No, I missed it.
No, it was like I saw 3-year-old Zach right in front of me.
Yeah. Steve-O was calling me a madman for eating peppermint Altoids because apparently
You can have one peppermint Altoid. Those things are strong, right? The wintergreen ones are neutral enough that you could chomp on them like orange Tic Tacs, but the peppermint Altoids are little atom bombs for your face. I don't know how you were eating them.
They're
Steve-O.
great.
No.
Fear me.
No.
Oh god.
Fear me, your dungeon master.
That's our DM.
I am equal parts in awe and terrified.
I shouldn't have done that before I had to talk a lot.
Yeah, Altoids are mints, by the way. If
Wow.
people
Yeah.
don't know.
Do you guys remember the tangerine ones? Because
Yes.
I would.
Those were the
Yeah.
best.
Those weren't the
sell my
little
soul
chalky.
to get those back.
Yeah, they were like little. They looked like little kyber crystals, as a matter of fact. They were like
They were so
sugar
good.
cubes. Yeah,
Oh, my
delicious.
gosh.
This is an Altoid Appreciation podcast. Welcome, everyone. What? I don't know why I ate so many of these. 'Cause we
Yeah.
have to talk.
It was to show
Yeah.
me up. It was to give me the business.
Oh, I'm nervous. Just based off of where we left off last time, though.
Popping the Altoids, my sinuses are very clear.
We left off completely alone in a room by ourselves.
You did. You did.
I think
Yeah.
that's good. That's the
He's
best
not
you can
wrong.
hope for.
He was cute, relaxed as shit.
He's not wrong at all.
Oh.
So anyway, hi, hello, friendos. Welcome to the Secret Adventure Society. The meeting will come to order. Before it does, Goon, would you like to tell us about our friendos at beneverending.com?
I would.
Beautiful.
I didn't know when that was gonna. Speaking of never ending, that lead-in was never ending.
I didn't. Would you believe me if I told you I didn't mean to do that? I was watching Locke roll, and I held the note in anticipation, and I forgot that I was doing it.
Yeah, I rolled
I
a
do believe
1 because of that note.
That's the opposite of bardic
God,
inspiration.
I rolled
But
a
if
3
you
and a
want-
2.
If you want real bardic inspiration, go to beneverending.com and check out our friends over there, whose Kickstarter was a rousing success and have launched their feature, character creator, 2D eventual animation with God, I think it was 1,500 plus. I don't have the exact number of assets. I should probably do that like a good ad read would have. But you can create your character, storyboard your character with however X amount of assets. And they are awesome.
They're great. They're great because they put up with us doing this.
That's exactly right. I can't recommend them enough. I honestly had a lot more to talk about when they were doing their Kickstarter, and I'm gonna have a lot more to talk about next month. I know because they're supposed to be dropping their animation, right?
Have they tweeted that?
I thought that was June. No, I don't know.
I'm not too terribly sure about that. I think I thought they said that might be a while.
Stand by on that last piece of
Yeah,
it.
Something's
Yeah.
coming
they're
out
gonna-
in June, and it's exciting, and I
they're
can't
gonna-
remember what it was in June.
Eventually, they're gonna have an animation, like a tool for where you'll be able to animate bits and pieces of your TTRPG story, and I think that that's incredibly awesome. We're gonna use the absolute heck out of that.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah,
I
they've
like
got.
them a lot because they were a diversity first company. They were a company who saw a need and a necessity to what did we ended up calling them? Proletariat.
Like a what was
Big
it?
words.
Storytelling proletariat? Is that what you said, Goon?
Yeah, it
that
was like proletariat storytelling. Storytelling for the masses. I don't know. The guy liked it and wrote it down when I said it. So check them out at beneverending.com and tell them I sent you and tell them it was the best ad read you've ever heard. Love you.
It sure was, Goon. It was the best. It was the best damn ad read.
It has been. Listen, I'm rusty. I didn't think 3 weeks would. Be,
I wasn't being sarcastic.
The 3-week break has messed me up. Like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to transition to us commiserating because 3 weeks has been insane.
Yeah. Like usually 2 weeks is long. I'm like, oh God. I mean, it's the normal amount of time that we do between shows, but still, like, I'm like, okay. I always forget stuff, but
I'm like, I play like a kobold, right?
what you were? I thought you were a tabaxi this
No,
whole
look,
time.
So
I
I'm going
thought
to show
you
this
were
off.
tabaxi.
Speaking of my kobold, can I show this off?
Yeah, I would love for you to do that.
I
It's my
turned
favorite thing.
30 last week. And a great friend of the show, Brenna, got me this, and it's a commissioned Funko Pop of our friend Q with his bow, and he's got a ring, and he's got a little paddle ball.
Just
So I'm
gonna
sure-
tab over and
I'm
look
sure-
at the chat for
it is
this.
so cute.
I'm sure some people can, but I cannot with that.
Yeah. Steve-O has been unable to.
I've
Oh.
been from the beginning. It's
I
too much.
like. I
It says his name.
like. I teared up whenever I saw it. Like, it was just the cutest thing in the world.
Yeah.
I love him. He doesn't sit on his. I need to. There's just one little something keeping him from sitting on his stand properly, but that is a small fix. But I love him, and he is actually going to sit behind me while you guys pitch your shit
So,
or do
like,
whatever next.
what we're saying, what we're telling you is that we need you all to email Funko and be like, hey, y'all want to make more toys, right? We got the guys just for you.
There's this indie D&D show.
In D&D, we should have. That was good. In D&D, like
Yeah.
Oh, that was
That
good.
is good. Yep.
That's very good. Anyway, Never Ending is good. Brenna is good. That Funko Pop is good. We're all good. We hope you're good too. A few more notes before we get started. Please be sure to follow us on the social medias. We're on Twitter at SASDND. We're on TikTok as well at Secret Adventure Society. Steve-O's doing some fun shit over there. Thanks to all of you who have actually, we're on Instagram as well, aren't we, Lot?
Yep.
Okay, what are we there? Is it SASD&D or Secret Adventure Society?
Secret Adventure Society.
Huzzah! So follow us there as well.
Yeah.
Thanks to all of you who have been telling your friends and sharing clips and making clips and tweeting about the show. It means the world, and it's the best way to let people know about the show and the story that we're telling here. So please don't forget that if you tweet using the hashtag Secret Adventure, I might actually use your name as the name of an NPC in the game, so keep that in mind. Also, don't forget that if you have friends who are interested, or if you are interested in catching up in the story so far, but don't want to commit to like 80 hours, 80 plus. Actually, we're probably closer to 100 hours of content at this point, right?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Well, we don't have catch-up content for the other stuff yet, so I probably shouldn't talk about that. But anyway, if
We
you
do
have
have
people who don't want to commit to watching 80 plus hours of content, we have catch-up content available. We've got a playlist on YouTube that Locke worked her butt off.
My
it
butt is
actually condenses-
gone.
It's gone.
how is she
Um,
even sitting in the chair? We don't know.
She's actually standing. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's an illusion. But anyway, the catch-up content condenses episodes 1 through 20 into just like 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes or something like that. So anyone can get the story beats and the plot points and the characters pretty quickly and pretty easily. It makes it a little bit more accessible because we know it's hard to take time to watch, a 4-hour-long show every other week. So,
And I'm gonna
hopefully
continue to do catch up content every arc or every like episode sets that it makes sense to like squish them together. We're just kind of
Yeah.
not done with the what we're doing right now, but as soon as we are, I will make catch up content for this arc as well. So
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. because I don't exactly know when that's going to be. But
From a
anyway,
player's perspective, it feels like we're right in the thick of it.
Yeah, yeah.
it's
I
anyway.
feel like we're starting spicy tonight. I just want you guys to know.
You're what? You're spicy? You're feeling
I-
spicy?
No, I feel like we're starting spicy tonight.
I
I mean, you're the DM. You can't say things, but I just have this vibe. You've been giving off a vibe. That cup looks so small.
It is very small. My other one has rust in it, which I didn't feel like was healthy to drink.
Yeah.
But anyway, again, you can find that on our YouTube page at youtube.com/Secret Adventure Society. Special thanks, as always, to our mods, to Aurelia Raff for our character art, and to Blizzard Entertainment for allowing us to use music from World of Warcraft. And my sincerest apologies to all three of those entities for forgetting to thank you last time we had a session. Super sorry about that, but we love you all. Thank you for all that you do for us. One final thing, please keep an ear out for an upcoming charity stream. I know we mentioned it last session, but due to some planning things we're trying to sort through, we're not really able to announce when that's going to be yet or what charity, but we are hoping to do one near the end of May. I've got a one shot planned and everything. I've just got to, we have to finalize a few things before we can announce what charity we're going to be doing and when it's going to be. So please, keep an eye out on Twitter and everything for those things, because charity streams are important, very much so, to us. And just in general, don't forget, if you're having a hard time in life with anything right now, things are hard for a lot of people. Don't forget, please, that we love you to absolute bits, and we are very glad that you are here with us.
And then and we also love the bits.
We also love the bits. Yeah, like we love you to bits, and then
Yeah, but that won't stop. We won't stop at that point.
yeah, no. You might say our love for you is never ending.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all want to pitch your stuff? Goon,
I'm Goon.
Steve-O.
I missed the rest of whatever Goon was gonna say.
no, Goon, go ahead.
That's pretty much it these days. I'm Goon. You can find me on Twitter.com/ or at whatever, the Goon Ranger, and that's about all I'm doing now.
Steve-O.
Unless you want to hire me.
You can hire Goon.
But do the hiring thing. That's a good idea. My name is Steve-O. I am at twitch.tv/gutternerds and gutternerds everywhere else. We're a Star Wars channel, except we're doing Mass Effect starting on Friday, which is a star and a war, so lay off me.
I mean, technically, very much so.
Yeah.
Locke,
I'm locked.
would you like to infringe on any copyright?
When you're here, your family. When you're here, you're here. When you're here, you're home. When you're here, you're... What was the other one? When you're here, you'll hate it. When you're here, when you're here, okay. But yeah, no, yeah.
When you're here, hello.
Twitch.tv/ Loch Ness. I play a lot of WoW, and we have good conversations, and I love my community. I don't know why I got mushy.
She's locking it.
Oh, that's good, Goon. It's okay to get mushy. We get mushy a lot here, as a matter of fact.
Better get
Don't
mushy
forget,
than
speaking of which, I didn't have this written down, but speaking of getting mushy, Sass is nominated for an award.
Oh, yeah!
We haven't had a chance to talk about that. Sass got nominated for a Golden TTRP GIF Award.
Yes.
And it was actually for the moment, Q's moment, where he says it's best not to get attached to things. That is the specific moment. I got nominated for Most Feels moment. Voting is actually over. We know that a lot of you voted already, and we thank you so very much for that. The ceremony will be held, I believe, May 22nd, so keep an eye out on Twitter for that.
So the voting is still going on. It's still happening as we speak.
I believe that voting has ended.
But okay.
Yeah, we just haven't had a chance. We haven't had a session while voting was ongoing. So
Yeah, because it happened literally the right after our last session.
Like the day or two after. Yeah.
Dang it! These dice.
Locke's over there rolling poorly.
I don't know which one to use.
Well, you best be figuring it out because it's time to play
Oh God.
D&D. Previously on the Secret
Oh.
Adventure Society.
Oh, hold on, I'm not ready. Hold on, I gotta change music. Oh no.
Do DMs have control at other tables?
No. Not in my
Okay.
experience.
Hey, I'm productioning, okay?
You are. I only just
Sir. Okay.
previously on the Secret Adventure Society. I'm not gonna read this whole
Do you
thing.
want to do that read again, Zach?
Previously on the Secret Adventure Society. After
Better. You got it in one.
are those
You need
those-
each character to do that, like an anime where they have like a different character do it at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah. Previously on the Secret Adventure Society, my name's Effie. Anyway, after meeting Izzy, a teenage sorcerer and all-around badass, as well as freeing Kess's brother, Zev, from the jail in Larsom where he was to be executed, you all learned the location of the Hive, which is the thieves' den that you had come to town in search of in the first place. During a particularly gruesome sequence of events, you managed to obtain some uniforms to help you blend in. Steve-O was waving. Yeah. Pierce,
Look, I got nothing.
it was upsetting.
It was.
But anyway, you managed to obtain some uniforms in order to help you blend in. In the case of Q and Kess, you were literally two kids in a trench coat. I had forgotten about that until I was watching the episode back. But you were literally two kids in a trench coat, and it's my favorite thing. Eventually, you were able to charm your way into information on how to get inside this mysterious hive. Once you reached the location of the hideaway, Izzy stuck her hand into a wasp's nest that was hanging from a nearby tree, causing a large tower to appear out of thin air. The three of you plus Zev made your way inside, leaving Izzy behind to prevent the tower from disappearing. You ventured from room to room of this tower, at one point realizing you were hundreds of feet in the air above ground without having climbed any stairs or ladders. With your disguises and with some low rolls on my end, no one seemed to pay you very much mind. On your journey through the tower, you discovered a few things, including a kennel housing some large mammals and giant wasps, a kitchen where Pierce actually secretly left gold for some of the workers, and an armory where you discovered a stash of familiar weapons that were crafted by none other than Pierce's father. Upon discovering this, Pierce actually unholstered the pistols that he began this adventure with and threw them across the room in a fit of rage, leaving them behind. Eventually, you reached a locked room, and after a failed lock-picking attempt, Kess wild-shaped into a little bitty spider and snuck underneath the door. Once inside, she discovered none other than Scott, the mage who attempted to rob you in the first place, that brought you to Larsom a few days prior, sitting in the floor and poring over a stack of books. Kess popped out of wild shape and then tried and failed to charm Scott. However, there was alarm in his voice and on his face as he snapped his fingers and disappeared. And that is where we began tonight's session. Now, within a span of just a few seconds, Cass popped out of wild shape, flicked the lock open, cast charm person, failed, and Scott disappeared. Q and Pierce, you saw all of that in a flash as the door swung open. What are you all doing?
Pierce would have his gun up and would rush in at the ready, so to speak.
Okay.
Q is trailing the abnormally large trench coat since he's wearing it by himself, and just walks in saying, "Well, now what?"
Where the fuck is he? Where did he go?
I don't know. Is he still in here?
Where did he go, Kess?
I don't know.
What happened?
I just, kind of was like, "Sup, it's me," and then he disappeared. He seemed really scared. I don't know. I'm like looking
Scared.
around for anything, Zach, like anything moving, anything like being disturbed. Like if he's still in the room and he's invisible, like I'm like looking for that.
Okay, make make a perception check.
Pierce is going to be looking around, not for Scott, but he's looking for anything that might have the name Goodblood on it, or any familiar crests on files or anything about.
Okay, you make an investigation check. Kess, what did you have? Perception. 10. There's not a lot of movement. There's a fire actually going in a fireplace across the room. There's not like really the only movement you're seeing is like a trail of dust that is coming up off of the floor behind Q as he trails in this trench coat. And it's at that point that you notice upon seeing that dust that this room is incredibly dusty, not very often used. You see lots of dust on surfaces, lots of like sort of open spaces and dust where like books were taken off the shelves. It looks like this room, this study is not used all that often. Pierce, what did you have investigation? Looking for
17.
17. Okay. So you spend how long would you like to spend looking through this room?
If left uninterrupted, he would probably do it for the next 15 minutes.
Okay. So taking about 15 minutes and looking around. Let's see. If looking specifically for something with the name Goodblood written on it, you are able to find there's a roll top desk over in the corner, and you're able to find sort of what appears to be a bill of sale that has, you recognize your father's signature on it.
Okay. I'm going to take that and pocket it to be investigated when there's more time.
Yep.
Is he just gone?
Well, you said you scared him. What'd you do?
I mean, I just like popped out of my spider form.
You weren't even a scary animal, you were just you?
No, I was just me.
Okay, that's badass.
Yeah.
Well, the last time he saw you, you kind of like drowned him with projectile water.
Yeah.
It was just kind of fucking scary. I'd be afraid of you.
I
I'd
just-
actually probably do the same thing, just kind of bamf out.
I mean, I feel like we can't just like leave because he ran from us, you know?
Well, are we gonna chase him? Because then we can very much just leave.
Well, I mean, I kind of want to help this town.
Pierce looks at Q and he goes, if he's abdicated the throne, you could become head of the Thieves Guild.
Is that like King?
It's like King.
It's like King of the Thieves, the King of Thieves.
Has anyone ever held that title?
No one in the history of the world.
That sounds very powerful. Maybe I'll be King of Thieves. I'm want power, so that sounds good. How do I do that? Is there a crown?
I think we have to find Scott first.
Oh, so we kill him.
God, he's so scared. He just ran. I'm like patting around in the room, by the way.
Okay.
I guess I'm investigating if we were here for 15 minutes, but I'm investigating for like Scott.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as you pat around the room, like you already made a perception
Made a
check.
perception check, not an
Yeah,
investigation.
you can make an investigation check if you wish.
I can Q help her.
Sure.
Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna give myself guidance.
You forgot?
Forgot? It's been so long since we played. I forgot I had guidance. Didn't give it to myself earlier. 18. Are you rolling too, or you want me to roll with advantage?
I was waiting to see what. Is Q helping and rolling, or is he just giving her?
That's up to you. It's up to you.
Okay, I'll roll. You got it.
18.
18. Okay.
Patting around.
So as you're as you're patting around the room, you find no trace of anyone else in here. As you search.
Dang it, he did leave.
Did it look like he, when he yoinked himself off the horse and grabbed my necklace? Was it the same sort of yoink?
Was it?
Are you asking me or are you asking Kess? Because you saw it.
Yeah, if Q saw it, yeah, was it the same?
Make an
Sort of.
Arcana check, actually.
Q's really good at Arcana. It's a 2 - 1 for 1.
Okay.
I don't fucking know. Like, he's just gone.
Yeah, that's the end result. Like, he was gone both times. Except this
people
time
just-
he's even more gone than he was before.
Wow. Just, if you could be more gone. Q checks his neck for the necklace.
It's still there.
Okay.
It's gone. No,
Oh,
I'm
God.
kidding.
So the problem is now we have to like sneak back out and find Scott, or we just sit here and wait. But if we sit here and wait, then he knows where we're at and he'll bring guards to us.
We could blow the place up.
Listen, I've seen Pierce do a shitload of damage with just 2 guns, and that room back there had like two plus a lot of guns. I'm not really good at math. That if they are bad guys and Pierce is barely a bad guy, sort of good guy, if they could do a lot of damage, maybe we should take the guns from them. And by that I mean explode them.
If we're gonna blow this place up, we have to let out the animals first and the workers.
Agreed.
But
You
I
be
mean-
on animal control. Pierce and I will handle the worker.
Pierce looks back at Zev and he goes, "You're being awfully quiet."
Oh, sorry. I was kind of dozed off for a minute. It turns out it's kind of exhausting to almost be put to death, and I'm still kind of reeling from that a little bit, I suppose.
Fuck, you're still here?
Yeah, no, I've been here this whole time. It's been fascinating.
I keep forgetting people other than you two exist.
I just try to be courteous, you know.
Okay. So my, but wait, there's so much in here. I don't want to just blow the place up.
Okay, well, there some things that I don't think should happen is anybody else should get that cache of guns. A. B. Every guard in here can die, and I couldn't give a shit. Everyone
Pierce
else,
and I agree now on 2 things.
I agree. The staff, there is some staff here, I think, against their will. And we can get them out. Maybe Zeb can get them out while we do the fun stuff.
I could certainly try.
Well, okay, but like, are we gonna? I mean, this dude was like the king of thieves, right? So like, what about all the money? Like, I don't want to destroy the gold or the really super valuable stuff because it could be worth a lot. And also, I have a feeling that we're kind of gonna need to give it back to the town because they're gonna have to rebuild the entire place.
I just don't think that we have enough time to if we leave this place standing versus he has nowhere to go.
Okay, why don't we
I
just
don't
take
know the benefit.
why don't we just take out as many guards as we can first? That at least takes care of part of the problem.
Can we just blow up the gun room?
Yeah. A
There's
localized
nobody in the
explosion. A localized explosion
Zach's gonna have
Plus
to do a
the-
lot of math.
plus a killing
prepared.
spree.
Yeah. Easy.
That's better.
That's my favorite 2 things. Do you remember
Yeah.
when Killing Spree opened up for localized explosion? It's fine.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was at the Galaxy Club. It was fucking dope.
Wow.
All right. So wait,
Okay.
in what order we wanna blow up? Cool guys don't look at explosions. Run out, guns blazing, pow 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 pow, and grab a couple innocents, and then barrel roll out the front door.
How do we get out of here?
Back the way we came.
We don't have
Oh,
anybody
shit.
to open it.
I'm going to go on a limb and guess if please help me with her name.
Izzy?
Izzy.
Yeah, this is Pierce, not Steven. Like,
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
if Izzy can sees an explosion, I'm gonna guess she's gonna open the door. So maybe we do that last.
Yeah. Okay.
Pierce looks back at Zev. Is this a bad idea?
I've had worse ideas. Yeah, I've had worse ideas. Have I? I have. I've had one worse idea at least.
Only one.
I said at least.
Okay. Well, I think we start in the room where they're all asleep right next door and just go in and... Gosh, this is really dark. They're bad people. They're bad people. They've done terrible things. They're bad people. Yep.
Yeah, don't think about the fact that they might be a product of, the local capitalism or,
And they've
down on hard
might have
times.
never had a choice. And this is the only way that they could actually make something of themselves in this society. And
Yeah,
then
the problem's probably not
gonna-
systemic.
kill them in their sleep.
Oh god.
Do you remember when I said that there was one time that I haven't felt emptiness? Do you remember when we were in the cave?
Yeah.
I don't feel emptiness adventuring with the two of you, except when he says shit like that.
Yeah. Well, that was almost nice, Pierce. That was almost a really nice thing.
I'm flattered, honestly.
I want you to talk less.
Well,
Grab anything from this room you need. I don't think we're coming back.
okay.
Is there anything else in here that
Any
That
cool
might
shit on the
point-
walls?
to a different locations of Scott's house, his family, anything here that with the name Scott on it that
Social
Make-
security number, passwords.
Sure.
if he's susceptible to any diseases.
Checkbooks. Yeah. Make an investigation check.
While
a
he's doing
minute.
that, can Q be looking for cool shit? Like
Sure.
looting?
What if we just claim this place as our own? He's afraid of us. He'll either have to challenge us or leave. We don't have to kill everybody. And it's kind of like, I don't know, like,
This is because that shit about capitalism, isn't it?
Like Azula in the
I'm
Dai Li
just-
in season 3 of Avatar? Yeah.
I just kind of think that could work really well. We would have to fight him. Or he runs away.
I've got an idea. What if I took your idea and we did that?
So it's not my idea, it's your idea.
Correct.
I
If,
agree with Pierce.
is there, do you see any sort of PA system in here? Some sort of
fantasy PA
phone
system.
or megaphone or a horn. Is there a way to address this entire tower?
Had you made an investigation check? yet?
I'm talking as I'm leafing through
Yeah.
Scott's things, and that was a 13.
13. You do not find anything such as that. No. You don't find any. You don't necessarily find anything about his family. You do see the books that he's got open on the floor. Some of them have, like, Kess did an investigation check earlier, and in the previous session, and it was magic that she didn't understand, and you can't necessarily understand it either. But there are a couple of books open, written in what appear to be plain common. You don't have time to necessarily, like, look at them and read them, but you don't see anything about his family or any location that he might have gone to.
Point of order, we should in fact pocket those, just so you know. Also, Q rolled a 15 on cool shit check.
A cool shit check. Okay. Q finds. Hold on. Let's see. Q finds some stuff. I have to open my notes from last session. Just give me a second. Y'all are seeing behind the curtain a little bit. Yeah, Q finds, like, several over on the corner. There's a table that's got this, like, chemistry, like alchemy equipment. There's several, like, vials with colorful liquid inside of it. There's several vials corked up that appear to be potions of some sort. You see like 2 or 3 different colors of vials. You see several canisters filled with components, like some smells absolutely putrid, smells like fecal matter of some sort. Some feathers, some coal, something that appears to be like salt, some expensive parchment. There's at one place you find, like, a really elaborate clockwork piece of machinery that appears to be run by dripping water. But that's the extent of what you find.
Q grabs the corked shit.
Okay.
And the clockwork shit and shoves it in his bag.
Okay. The clockwork shit does not fit in your bag, and it's about as big as you are. But you can grab it, but it's like Q grabs it and he kind of, like, tips over and has to stumble to catch his feet.
I kind of, like, pokes it. See if it does anything.
I mean, yeah, it's turning. It appears to be like a clock of some sort.
He just stares at it for a little while they do their thing.
Yeah.
But I got those vowels.
Dripping water and turning gears. And yes, you got Q. You actually got 3 vials of potions of greater healing. That's what you were able to obtain. Okay. What was everyone else doing? Remind me, because there was a lot going on.
I think Cass and Pierce are probably fighting over whose plan it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, like, he didn't run away from you, you know. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there.
Just let me check on some stuff here. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, well, we don't have to go over the specifics of who ran from who,
Okay.
but is there a magical way that one of y'all can project a voice so that everybody could hear it?
I don't think today. I don't think I can today.
Ideally,
I might
if
not
we
be
could
able to at
address
all.
everyone at the same time. Because if not, we might have to go room by room.
And that's awkward. We don't want to see them.
Hmm. Okay. Hey, kid, how many fireballs do you have left?
Let me check. I was adding my potions.
Sorry.
I count the balls.
I believe you had
4.
Okay.
I have 4. left.
Okay.
Which is a big boon. But I kind of feel like the things in there go boom by themselves and might not need my help.
Is there a room like? Was there like a? Did we see anything like a room with a stage or like a concert hall or like something like
no,
that?
The closest you found to anything with like a stage or like an entertainment venue was the gaming room.
Which had a lot of people in it, right?
There were 3 or 4 people in there, I believe.
Or was it? We went to like a luncheon area, right? That had a good bit of people. Didn't we go?
There
to like
was
a dining hall?
Yeah, I mean there was like a banquet hall. There weren't many people in there. Not like a lot. And there were some people in the kitchen, but they were workers.
Is there a dinner bell?
You don't recall having seen one, but that doesn't mean it's not there.
Ooh,
Well,
we
I
could
bet
go.
the workers would know how to trigger that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we'll do. Stand up on a table.
If we summon everyone into one place, tell them they're under new management,
Show off a little.
convince them with perhaps maybe an explosion.
Yeah.
Carefully timed.
Yeah.
So that they know we're not fucking around.
Yeah.
Because some of us, Pierce looks at Q, like to fuck around.
I will be their king.
Okay, I like this energy. So I can think of 1,000 things that could possibly go wrong, so this is now Kess's plan again. But
Okay.
let's do it.
That's less things that went wrong when you tried to purchase one potion.
Yeah, Pierce. You remember busting out
have-
the window?
You do not know what happened in that place. I may have kept things from getting way worse. You have no idea.
I don't know what happened in the place, but I do know what happened in the alley outside of the place, and that was shattered glass and a rolling body.
Okay, if you're gonna just keep remembering cool shit that happens, then I'm gonna have to stop doing cool shit. So, let's get to work.
Okay.
Okay, what are we doing, guys?
Insurrection, revolution, coup.
What
all.
What animals were down? Where
You
over there?
recall the main things that you saw? You saw some mastiffs, like some large dogs, and some giant wasps.
Like we, what if we had like some of those behind us?
There were also blood hogs as well. You remember
Oh
seeing those?
yeah,
Can you get them under your control?
I can try to.
Because it would be really bad if we like got up on a table and started talking and then was stung by giant murder hornets.
This is true. I vote maybe to leave the hornets and get the hawks and the doggos, but
Pierce walks over to Zev and quietly he goes, "Is there any way that you can start a fire in the armory? Can you make it go boom? Do you?"
I make the armory go boom. I could try. Was there there was some. Well, I don't know that there were any explosives in that room though.
Wasn't there gunpowder?
There was
I
gunpowder. This
have
is a point of order.
gunpowder.
This is that there was gunpowder in a different room.
I have
Shit.
some though.
Oh, you have some.
I have 5 pouches of gunpowder that I took
5
from that
pouches of
room.
gunpowder. I could make an explosion. I don't know how effective it would be, but it's not hard to make an explosion.
Okay. I want to wipe out those guns and scare people at the same time. If you can make an explosion big enough to take out the weaponry, we're going to have to time this very specifically because we need to make an address and then an explosion. I don't know if it's going to work the other way around. So if we sent you to blow this place up, and we said in exactly 10 minutes from now,
Or if we
Or
could
do we
get him a
need to-
message.
I can't. Can you send messages?
No.
Oh,
Are you gonna turn into anything down there?
Me?
No,
Um,
her.
how long have we been in here, Zach?
You have been in this room for probably half an hour at this point.
If we, I can turn into the biggest, scariest thing I possibly can turn into. But if I do that, I can't do it again if we do need to fight Scott. So unless we waited 30 more minutes before doing anything.
So if you turn into something that can roar, and that can be the signal,
Oh yeah. Like a tiger.
okay. The gears are turning. Do we need to go get the... shit. I don't know if we can go get the gunpowder and bring it up to the room
I have gunpowder.
while being sneaky. Do you think it's enough to destroy an entire room of
5
guns?
pouches. That's a
It
lot.
doesn't have to be a lot. It just has to be placed correctly.
Yeah.
In the right
Okay.
spots.
Okay. Zev, your job when you hear a very loud animal, probably a tiger roar.
Yeah.
Light it up. Don't be in the room when you do it.
Okay. How do you propose I remain so much so in the room that I can start a fire, but not so much in the room that I'm no longer in the room?
Indiana Jones Trail of Gunpowder.
Okay.
You light it, you fucking run. That's how gunpowder works, right?
Okay. I can try. Do we have enough for that?
DM, you know
Yeah.
this. You know yes or no on
I was
that.
just role playing with you guys, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Based on how large you remember the room being, I'm looking at like how much a pouch of gunpowder is. It's about half a pound. So, you probably don't. You've got enough to cause an explosion. It would be like a. What was that, Gun?
Well, theoretically, that place is full of gunpowder too, right?
Not necessarily.
Wouldn't
You don't remember having seen any gunpowder in that room.
Was there not ammunition?
You guys didn't look for any. So there's enough to cause certainly an explosion. You don't know exactly how large because none of you have ever really done anything like this before. But it would, you could absolutely try. I would say it would take one of the pouches to create a trail to the edge of the room.
And then 4 to blow it all up.
Which would be about 2 pounds of gunpowder. So
Okay. In the time that we take to get downstairs, talk to the kitchen staff, and then bring everybody to one place, presuming we even can. Your job, Pierce points at Zeb, to try and get as many guns into one pile on top of as you can,
okay.
so that they will explode. You don't have to blow a hole in the wall, but destroy the guns and loudly.
Destroy the guns loudly. As many as I can. As loudly as I can. Okay. This sounds like fun. This sounds like fun. Gunpowder, please.
Okay. I give him the gunpowder and I'm like, do not be in that room whenever it goes off though.
I'll do my best not to be. Let's see. I have some matches. All right. I believe I am set.
Okay.
Oh god.
And just
Okay.
this is Zach as the DM now. What is everyone else doing?
I think we're gonna go talk to the animals.
No. I think we need to go straight to the kitchen staff.
If we've done this right, they'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to take the whole place down anymore.
No, just one room.
So, it's that room.
Which guns are fickle. So even if they all just get slightly damaged, they're going to be mostly unusable.
True. Very true.
Look how quickly yours jams, Pierce.
Okay, so if we sneak back down to the kitchen,
Yeah.
and Zev's gonna wait for you to do some animal shit.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yeah. Well, wait. How long have we been in here now, Zach? Long enough for a short rest?
No, because you guys were doing like investigations and things before that, so I wouldn't call that a short rest either. So I mean, you haven't even begun a short rest, honestly.
How long's a short rest? An hour?
An hour.
Okay. I mean, we can either wait an hour or we can go now. What time is it?
At
Is it
this point, it's probably mid-afternoon.
So, if we waited until dinner time, ish, would that be better? Because we have more of a chance of having them all down there.
In that time, you could maybe convince the animals.
I can't talk to them today.
Okay.
Yeah.
They'll be fine. We're not gonna hurt the animals. Unless they were mosquitoes. Are there mosquitoes in there?
No,
Because they
just-
can fuck right off.
there were wasps though.
Brr.
Yeah.
Can I necklace a fireball just the wasp?
You could. I wouldn't stop you from trying.
So, we're gonna wait
All right, that's fine.
until dinner time
I'm
ish.
following your lead.
Yeah. Okay. Then we stay up here until dinner.
Okay. You guys will be able to get a short rest in that amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
What my wild shape's back, so I can do the thing and then also have wild shape to possibly use later too.
Okay. So, is there anything you guys would like to be doing while you're taking a short rest? You can, if you have any missing hit points, you can roll your hit die if you wish.
Pierce wants to look at this bill of sale now.
Okay.
Kind of pour over it.
Okay. So yeah, as you look over the bill of sale, you see it's pretty recent. It's within the past 2 months that that these weapons have found their way here. That your father dated and signed it. It's a familiar signature, and it's for all the same weapon. It's a substantial order for probably 100 or more pistols.
Does this correspond with what I saw in the armory? This shipment's already arrived.
Yes.
And is there a
Western knowledge.
from where they came? From
From
Like a
whence
lo-
they came.
Yeah, a locale.
Make, I would say, actually, yes.
What Pierce is wondering is if they came from Evercrest, or if they came from somewhere that didn't recently explode.
Yes. As a matter of fact, you can find a shipping address as you look at the bill of sale. You see that they did not come from Evercrest. They came from a city called Navira in the nation of Vendrier.
This motherfucker. Okay. Pierce walks over to Cass and he points at the nation. You said Vendrier?
Mm-hmm.
Points at the Vendrier written. He goes, "Do you know where that is?"
That was where Brenna and Nicole and all of them were from. Not that
How far?
town, but Vendrier. Yeah. It was north.
I think that's where he is.
Your father?
Yeah, I mean, potentially Scott could be there too. I don't know. They do business together, and it's a contact.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Are you wanting to go see your father instead of go to
so
Evercrest?
I just assumed that he would be back at Evercrest. So, kid, come here.
What? Q was
I don't
over
want-
next to the clockwork thing. What?
This says that my dad sold a bunch of these guns to these fuckers, and I don't know why.
Dad?
Yes, I have a dad.
No.
Do you not?
Nah.
That's a line of questioning I want to pursue later.
Kind of freeing, though, you know?
Do I guess my dad was a gun manufacturer, and I don't know why I presumed that he would just sell to the people that might actually use these for good. I don't know if there's a way to use them for good anymore. But the fucker sold to Scott. And if he sold to Scott, who the hell knows where else these are going to end up? And if Scott has a room full of this shit, I'm just saying, we don't have to do this immediately, but at some point, we may have to go kill my dad.
I'm cool with that.
It'll
I
be
don't
fun.
know what about my persona made you think that I wouldn't immediately jump on top of this bandwagon?
Did Kess hear all that?
You're sitting right
Oh, yeah.
there, and you have a passive perception at 18. Yeah, you heard it. If Pierce, were you trying
Yeah.
to be stealthy? Were you?
No. I was in. Pierce was intending to talk to the two of you
The
at the
group.
same time and fill you in.
Okay.
Do you think that maybe just talking to him about maybe his business practices would be better than killing him than just straight up killing your family?
Well, you think that maybe we should institute some sort of regulation that'd help? That maybe if we taxed him a little more, he might stop selling to him. That maybe if we talk to his political opponents, that we may be able to affect some sort of fucking change. And Pierce wads it up and he throws and he goes, "No, we're not going to talk to him. We're going to go put a stop to it. And that's that."
Historically, our modus operandi has been kill first and ask questions later.
This might be a conversation for later, but I don't know if I can help you kill your father because I don't know if you're gonna regret it. And I like I said, conversation for later, but that seems kind of like a big thing.
That's fine. We can address this later, but I don't want to keep anything from you guys. You know as much as I know. And if you have any questions, if I didn't explain something well, let me know. But you, and Pierce points at Q, keep your murder arms ready.
I mean, if honestly, I don't see what's the big deal. Theoretically, I probably we could have already killed my father if we ever killed a kobold. You know what I mean? Like, there's just other people. There's no such thing as. It's fine.
This is a lot.
As you guys are talking, you look over and Zev is sitting against the wall, cross-legged, with a handful of gunpowder, and it's just like pouring like sand from his hand. And he says, "Modus operandi." What does that mean?
I think it means the way you work.
It was something I heard Gus say.
Modus operandi. He repeats to himself over and over again. Amused. Okay, so unless you guys have anything that you would like to continue discussing, or anything you would like to be doing, an hour comes and goes, 2 hours, 3 hours comes and goes, and you see there's not really a window in this room, but the door is still open, and there is a window outside, like an open window, and you can see the shadows getting longer and the sun is starting to set. It's the window. There was an art gallery attached to the study that you were walking into, and you can see the sun on the wall there.
Okay. Is it time? We go?
Let's go see if these pieces of shit are hungry. And Pierce tries to. I have a question. I've been meaning to ask this. Point of order. Is the readying mechanism for Iris, is that a lever action? Is it a pump action? Is it a like flintlock action? Because that dictates maybe how Pierce does cool shit.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
In the future.
So that is important for you to know. So the mechanism, like the readying mechanism on Iris, you load from the front, from the barrel, and you load one shot at a time. And then to actually ready it, to cock it, so to speak, it is a lever beneath the trigger.
Perfect.
So like
Then,
BB gun style.
Okay, so then let's rewind. We'll Pulp Fiction this back about 30 seconds. And Pierce is going to say, let's go see if these fuckers are hungry. And then he does the spin where he spins the rifle around by the lever to cock it and ready it.
I'm going to have you make a dexterity check for me, please.
By all means, yeah. That is a 9.
A 9. Okay, so you do it. You swing it back, but the barrel of the gun actually hits you hard right in the ankle. So like you swing it around and the barrel hits you in the ankle, and you kind of like have a dead leg for a minute, and you swing it back around and it hurts, but you did it.
I walk past him, just pat him on the back. Keep going.
Let's go.
Okay. So you guys are making your way out of the study, yes? Are you grabbing anything on your way out? Q, you got were you getting the clock?
Oh no, can't carry that shit.
Okay.
He did spend most of the 3 hours like investigating it and checking it out and like
Sure.
poking it and trying to make it do cool shit.
Sure. Yeah. You see like there's a receptacle that the water goes into. You sort of like stick your finger in that and play with the water a little bit and splash it around. You see the gears, and you almost get your finger pinched a couple of times, but not really. You have a fun time.
Cool.
So you guys make your way out of this room and out into the adjoining art gallery. There is on one side there is miscellaneous pieces of art and statues. On the other side there is sort of an open window where light is coming through. And as you walk by, you can actually see the ground below. And as you actually walk by, can I get a perception check from anyone who would like?
16.
18.
9 again.
Pierce, you do not see this, but Q, somehow you see this, and I guess it's like you're far away. You can you actually, Q, you hear it because the window is above your line of sight. But Kess, you actually see some people outside pointing up at the tower that you're in.
Normal Like what kind of people? Like the guards or like?
They appear to be townspeople. And Q, you can hear with your profound kobold hearing, you can hear like some gasps, even though you are incredibly high up in the air. You can hear conversation. I don't know if kobolds have good hearing, but you rolled well, so I'm going to give that to you.
Big ears.
Yeah, big ears. But yeah, they appear to be just townspeople looking up and pointing at the tower that you're standing in.
Do I hear any specific words?
No, I would say you're too far away to be able to hear any specific words, but you do hear just general chatter and loud voices.
I hear general chatter and loud voices.
Yeah, I think that I don't think that they could see this tower before, and now they clearly can.
What, now that Scott's gone?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he was gone before, but like, maybe this is different.
Maybe he left.
What if
If that's the case,
Wait.
then our plan's gonna work no matter what.
I can hear, then they can hear us. And if we could get them to gather out, we could make an announcement and become kings of the whole town.
Well, yeah.
We're gonna. You can be king of these assholes. Be king of the assholes.
I don't like that title, Isma.
King asshole.
Well, they're
What?
the thieves, so it would still be King of Thieves. But
But everyone outside of this tower, they need their town back.
Oh. And why are we not burning it down again?
Someone said something about capitalism.
well, no, like I just,
Doesn't sound like me.
I mean, I think I don't know. Like, there's probably stuff here. There's probably gold and I don't know. The town needs the gold back. They literally can't. Like, they don't have anything.
We could give them the guns and then they could protect themselves because that's how that works well every time.
Or we could give
Pierce
them the
shifts
dogs.
uncomfortably.
We could also give them the dogs.
We could give them the hornet.
I don't trust hornets. I'm just
no.
saying. I don't know about that. Okay, well let's go see our new employees and see how that's gonna go. And maybe he left.
Maybe he raised the alarm and
No.
they're coming to kill us.
Well, we've been here for like 4 hours. They would have already tried. Yeah?
Let's go.
Something doesn't feel right. I really hope this works.
Okay. So as you guys make your way across the art gallery toward the back of the room, you notice there is a staircase there that was not there before. There's a spiral staircase that descends.
There's something there that wasn't there before.
Thank you.
Oh.
So,
What, Mama? What is it?
why did I
I'll
not
tell you
know?
when you're older.
Okay, so anyway, there's stairs there now.
You're older, it's a
man.
staircase.
We want to go down that instead of do our plan. I mean,
Now there's no door. Instead of a door, there's a staircase.
Oh.
It's not an alternate method, it's a changed method.
oh,
Yes, correct. Sorry, I miscommunicated that.
Gotcha.
okay. Down the
Well, that's why
stairs
We don't
then.
have a choice.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys descend,
sneaky.
and as you start to descend the stairs, you see that this is one long staircase that appears to connect top to bottom, and there are several different landings. Where would you like to stop at the first landing? Like, where are you wanting to stop?
We're wanting
So I
to
think
go. to the kitchen.
Yeah, our intention was to go to the kitchen and drop off Zev at the armory.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, as you descend and you look, there is a door next to the first landing, and if you sort of poke open and swing it open, are you wanting to like open the door and see like where? I need to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do a creak and peek.
Okay. So if you want to do a creak and peek, make a stealth check.
Okay.
Guidance on. Q? Was a good choice.
Okay.
Just rolls a dirty 20 for stealth.
Filthy 20.
I also rolled a dirty 20 plus 4, so 24.
Such gross 20s.
23.
Okay, so yeah, you guys, completely unnoticed, you creak the door open, and when you push the door open ever so slightly without a sound, you peer on the inside. There's soft light, and you recognize that it is the game room.
Pierce whispers, "The kitchen was through there, right?"
Yeah.
If it's
Well, where's
still
the
like
armory?
the way we came.
I don't know where the armory is at. I have a feeling that he switched around the rooms and he's gathering everybody up. Like we were gonna do.
Scott's such a dick.
Right? God. Hate him.
I hate him more than the Kraken that died on the city.
Well, the Kraken didn't do anything to us. He just kind of
died on the
landed
city.
there. I didn't mean to.
I almost drowned. I don't know about you.
But it wasn't
If
the
you-
Kraken's fault.
If you didn't mean to kill, let's say, 650 people, are you still bad?
The Kraken didn't kill everybody. The Kraken was a casualty in the wave. The Kraken didn't cause the wave. Oh, we're getting into theories now about
So you
our
see,
show.
dear audience, on episode 1 of Secret Adventure Society Campaign 1, there was a Kraken.
All right, fine. Pierce thinks that it is a misinformation conspiracy theory that Kess is touting here, but
I think in your heart you need to release the Kraken from guilt.
It wasn't the Kraken. What? I didn't make it. Okay.
what do we do if we can't find the armory?
Zev is kind of looking around at this point. That's
We
not where we left it.
Then we check the leggery.
This might kick him out. Let's
All right,
keep
what-
going.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
So you guys descend another floor. You see another door, and as you peek over down the spiral stairs, you can see there's a few windows on the floors below you, open to the air, that are letting sunlight in, albeit diminishing sunlight because the sun it's nearing dusk. But you can see that there are several floors and several landings and doors all the way down.
Okay, so Pierce would like to quietly be checking doors to see if he can find the gun room.
Okay. So actually, on the next floor, you tip open, push the door open. Can I get you to make another stealth check?
Mhm.
Just the person who's opening the door.
Guidance on whoever's opening it.
That'd be me. 14.
14. Okay. Yeah. The door kind of has a little bit of a creak to it. The hinges do as you open it up, but you don't hear anyone on the inside. You swing the door open and you see the armory just as you left it. You can actually see your guns that you yeeted across the room still lying on the floor.
Bye, Zeffy.
Pierce takes a look at him, and he waves at Zev.
Yeah.
This is your stop, buddy.
Okay. Let's see. I got the gunpowder. There's a lot of it on my hands. Okay, I'm gonna make a pyramid of all these guns.
Okay. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Don't die. Because
Try real hard.
she's gonna hate me if you die.
Yeah, I'll kill him if you die. So don't die.
Okay. Well, let's try to just keep the casualties to a minimum. I'm gonna make a big gun pyramid and set it on fire.
Okay.
You guys, good luck with your thing.
What could go wrong?
Wait for the roar.
Almost everything could go wrong. Was that rhetorical?
It was a rhetoric.
Rhetorical. Okay. All right, let's boogie. And he goes inside and closes the door, not very quietly behind him.
Pierce looks at Cass. He's gonna be okay.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's keep looking to see if did we feel like, and maybe we don't know this, did we get the sense that that if we went back up through the game room we would return to the kitchen, or that everything is different? Do we have any sense of like?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. That would be 17.
17. You get the vibe that everything is different. You get the vibe that sort of everything has shifted for some reason or another.
Okay.
Shifted and shuffled a bit.
Let's keep checking doors and look for the kitchen or mess or wherever.
You do recognize, like, when you look through all these rooms, there is no door on the other side. So there's at least the rooms that you've looked in so far, you are not seeing any through path to get anywhere else.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are just gonna continue descending and looking.
Correct.
I think
Okay.
we're going into a trap.
Probably.
I think everything has changed.
Most likely.
Just to keep you guys on your toes. But
Well.
there's nothing we can do now.
Spring the trap.
Yep.
Okay. So, in the interest of time, as you guys continue to descend, you find yourselves traveling through. You open doors and you recognize the storage room that you first entered the building in. You recognize that, and sort of the same potions and spell components that were in there. You also see, as you peek inside, some things that weren't there before. Maybe some things that were that had been recently added. Not necessarily any like magical items or anything like that, but you see like a doll, like some random things that you feel like might have been taken from people within the town, and put in there even just since the last time that you had passed through. You go down one more flight, and you actually swing open the door and you find the kennel. And in there you see all of the animals that you had seen earlier.
There's no door on the other side of the kennel?
There is not.
Like there was? Okay.
There was previously, there's not now.
Yeah.
The further you go, the more you are certain that whatever was making this just sort of like a flat surface that you could travel across has shifted and just realigned everything and made there's some sort of magic afoot that none of you are quite familiar with.
Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to roll that. Sorry. Okay. We keep going. Yeah.
Okay. So you keep going down. Can I get a general stealth check for everyone, please?
Guidance on Pierce. $14.
14.
29.
7.
I
7.
gave it to Q.
Okay. So the next couple of floors that you go down, like you guys have stopped being quite so cautious as you continue. The next room, you actually swing open the door, and you're not particularly cautious at all, except for Pierce. I believe you rolled like a 29 or something, 27.
Mhm. Yeah, 27.
So yeah, Pierce is just like tiptoeing, quiet as a mouse, and Kess and Q just kind of like tumble into each other, and the door swings open. And as it does, you see several of the workers that you had seen in the kitchen putting food onto a long table, several long tables in a banquet hall.
Are there guards in the banquet hall, or is it just workers?
At this time, it is just the workers. They look up and they see you, and they just kind of like look down, and like you see them kind of glancing around, like.
Do we tell them that we are their masters now?
No,
No.
but they should know he's gone.
Well, honestly, they might be used to this. Every time he leaves, this might happen. So it might not be a big deal. We don't know
Well,
anything about
I was
it.
talking about more the regime change sort of aspect of our.
Right.
okay. Someone who's good at talking to people. Pierce looks at Kess. Go ask them. Do if all the guards are here at the same time, and maybe also let him know that Scott's gone and may not be coming back.
But we don't know if he's gone.
I bet my hat that this fucker's gone.
Okay.
Have you ever read the book The Secret? You just gotta put it into the world.
Okay. I go over to one of the workers.
Okay. You go over and there is a drow woman, very like sort of putting her back into it, like polishing a plate and some silverware and lining it up meticulously and just quietly looking around. As you approach her, she kind of like jolts and looks up at you and then looks back down and continues. And you see her glance over at Pierce with a sense of familiarity, like she remembers him and remembers you. But she, as you approach, she continues just like looking down and doesn't really cease working.
Is there anything laying there that I could pick up and like work on?
Yeah, there's a rag on the table. There's a cart with several trays of food that are steaming and covered at this point. Pitchers of water. There's plates on the cart as well underneath,
Okay.
like on a little bottom level.
I'm gonna like pick up stuff and just like start kind of like following her lead, like working and stuff. And then I'm gonna just be like not making eye contact, but I'm gonna like whisper. So does the tower always change like it changed?
I terribly sorry. I know not of what you speak.
Oh, there's stairs now.
Stairs.
There's stairs.
Where are the stairs?
They're back there.
How are we gonna get the cart back to the kitchen?
Well, that's probably something for later. But how long have you guys been in here?
In this room?
Yeah.
I've been here setting the table for about 20 minutes now. Are we? Have we done something to displease you?
No. Do you set the table like this every night?
Of course.
And okay, well, when do you guys like go home after dinner?
Of course not, miss. We reside in this building.
look at
She gets
Pierce.
back and she's like
and I'm
setting.
We didn't talk about the questions I was supposed to ask before I came and asked questions.
Pierce walks up and he goes, I literally gave you 2 questions to ask him.
Did you?
Pierce looks at
What was it?
walks up and then looks at the lady polishing, and he goes, I have 2 questions for you. Do the guards all eat in here all together?
Oh yeah, that one.
Well, she looks around. Have we done anything? Are you sure we've done nothing to displease you?
I promise you that you are safe.
Make a persuasion check.
Guidance. Well, wait, can I do that? I don't think I can. I think he has to say it out loud.
With persuade, yeah, it's a little
Yeah,
iffy.
it's weird.
9.
9. Of course we're not in any sort of trouble. And she just continues working and like gets a plate of a big tray of food, puts it on the table, and like continues working.
He's gone.
Who is gone, sir?
Scott's gone.
And she like she drops some silverware and like quickly bends to pick it up and polishes it off. It's best not to say Leader's name. I would really rather not be near where his name's being said.
Okay, we'll call him. What did you call him? And Pierce looks at Q.
Yeah.
Greg.
Greg.
Greg
Greg is gone.
Gone.
It might. What do you mean he's gone?
He has vacated the premises.
Well, Leader leaves often to go on, runs along the trade routes and things. He works in mysterious ways. I'm sure he'll be back. Are you concerned that he's gone?
Every time he leaves, do the stairs pop back up?
There's never been any stairs, madam.
Well, there's stairs now.
I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what you're. If I don't get tables set, I'm going to be in quite some serious trouble, as are the rest of these.
No, you're not. Because we're cool with it, and we're the leaders now.
You're the leaders now.
Yeah.
Q walks up.
I would be very careful to not let anyone else hear you say that.
Q's gonna tug on this person's jeans or skirt, and just say, "Listen, I am your king now, and so you better start cooperating. When do all the shitheads get here? I'm king."
You all are very, very peculiar. Dinner will be served in. She looks at a clock on the wall. Dinner will be served in 10 minutes.
And how many will we be expecting in here?
Well, all but one guard who, one shift of guards who maintains the premises outside within the town. All but one will be dining. That's the way it's always been.
When they get settled and get their food, I would make yourself scarce and get the fuck out.
You should leave. Yeah.
We're not allowed to just leave. We
You
can't
are.
just leave.
You are allowed to leave.
We are your boss now.
We're
You
your
understand
leaders now.
They'll do terrible. We're working off debts. They'll do terrible things to us if we leave.
That's fine. I mean, they won't because we
It's
are
not
your leaders
fine.
now. Like, they're not going to do anything
You
to you.
keep. She looks around. You keep saying that, but I can't. What does it mean? You're the leaders now.
I'm gonna
Leader
cast
will come back.
Mage Hand, and I'm gonna use it to grab her by the scruff, like right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna pull her as much as Mage Hand can do to look at Q
Yeah.
and say, "We are your boss now. Leave when dinner's served."
Make an intimidation check with advantage. At this point, all of the rest of the workers are just like watching as you summon Mage Hand and grab this drow woman.
That's a 16.
At 16, she is trembling. Yes, of course, if that is what you wish.
Look, if Greg comes back,
Greg, yeah.
She flinches.
you can say you never saw us and we never saw you, but if he doesn't come back,
Where do you want us to go?
Go get
just
a-
be safe.
Yeah, just go hide in a bush
So
outside.
somewhere safe within the town, within the building?
Within the town. Don't stay in the building.
I've not left in years.
Because Scott's a dick.
She flinches again. You really shouldn't talk about him like that.
It's fine. He's afraid of us.
He's afraid of you.
Yeah.
He's afraid of her.
Why? All of us.
Okay, so just she looks around, so we're just to leave.
Yep.
Okay.
Listen, I know you have a lot to lose by disobeying him. You have more to lose than we do. And
Are we in danger?
if you stay here when we have dinner, you could be. You could be in more danger than from Greg. If Greg comes back and you've missed a shift, I don't think he'll be pleased. But if you're here when we have dinner, it could be much worse.
Q does this.
She like trembling hands. She continues to set the table. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
And she looks around at all of her colleagues, and they sort of like nod and continue working as well.
How many workers are currently in the room right now?
I'd say there are about 6.
Okay. Pierce takes out 6 stacks of 10 gold,
Okay.
and he sets it on the table, like stacks of poker chips, you know.
Okay.
And he says, "This is for tonight, all of you." And he looks at Q, not you.
I have no use for such things.
She grabs it, almost like she expects you to take it away, and she just like holds it to her chest. Will do.
Are we good?
I would yes, of course.
Okay. Set the table and then get somewhere safe. Come back tomorrow. If Scott's here, if Greg's here, god damn it, make up a story. And if he's not here, then you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
He won't be here.
Hey, real quick, is there like a summoning? Do we have to ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling?
Yeah, is there a
Like-
bell? They just
No,
show
they'll
up.
just- They'll all just be here,
Okay.
All right.
and then the second the others will come in later, once their shift is over, and eat. Okay, and she, at this point, she sort of like makes intense eye contact with each of you for just a moment, and then she snaps out of it and continues setting the table, and just like basically with one hand still like clutching the gold to her chest.
We
Let's
just need
find a place
scare
to
the
be.
First group.
Yeah.
And then they'll amongst the rank.
Mhm.
Okay, so what are we doing, guys?
Let's find a place to sit and wait, maybe in the kitchen for the place to fill.
Yeah.
Let's go wait for the show to start.
Okay,
What?
so you guys
Mm,
step back out.
Kitchen's not on this floor.
Correct.
We haven't seen the
This
kitchen
is-
yet.
They can only get to this room from the staircase,
As far as you know.
and there's not another adjoining room. Fur babies and follicles. Okay. Is there anywhere in this room that looks like a decent place to hide? Curtains,
Make an investigation.
boxes
check.
of food.
We don't really want to pop out of boxes. Wouldn't it be cooler if we were just already like hanging out in the corner like we own the place?
That's what I was thinking. Just like leaned up against the wall, like with a quarter, flipping it.
Yeah.
I mean, a gold piece.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what a quarter is.
That's it's
mean-
1/4.
You know, we don't want to pop out of a crate of a crate of oranges and be like, "Sup? We own you now."
It'd be cool if it was like a big birthday cake, though.
Oh, that's different. Yeah. It's also like one of the guards' birthdays today. We're like,
Happy birthday, Mr.
Happy
President.
Okay, so Pierce, did you still want to make an investigation check?
it was he'll look around anyway. It was a 7.
A 7? Yeah, I mean, there's not really anywhere to hide. There's some curtains, but they don't go all the way to the floor. They seem mainly decorative.
It would be more conspicuous to see feet sticking out of the decorative curtains than people leaning up against the wall, perhaps. I feel like if they see us in here, they're gonna lose their shit.
Well, we either leave the room and then can't guarantee that we can get back, or we stand against a wall.
Just as a point of order, you guys still have disguises on.
Yeah, we look like one of them. We'll just like pretend we're getting their food, and then we'll.
Right. Okay. That changes some things. Like, right. All right. Let's
Just wanted to make
try
sure everybody still remembered.
I
Let's
don't.
just-
hop in the
I-
buffet line.
I don't think I do.
Actually, Kess, yeah, you do not.
But you
Q
can in,
has-
like 5 seconds.
Yeah, Q is still dragging the trench coat. Kess is in her regular clothes. Pierce is full on disguise.
So we gotta just shove Q under the table and then give me the trench coat, and I'll just change.
Why
It's
don't
not
you-
literally a trench coat. It's just like it's the
The,
you know,
the guard clothes.
the collector outfits. Yeah.
What if I just sit on your shoulders again until time to go?
We can do
You
that.
know- yeah.
Yeah, it's just also a really weird thing to reveal.
I have a reveal if you trust. Like if I'm ready,
Okay.
I'm ready to make this scene.
Yeah, I got some things
Well,
up
hold
my
on, are
sleeve
you gonna-
too.
Turn in if you just wait, if you just pop into a fucking lion
Yeah,
out from under me,
tiger.
that's
Yeah.
gonna help. Yeah, yeah, scary. It's gonna help the cause. I think if we 3, 2, 1 do the same thing at the same time.
Okay. I was gonna jump on the table.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna fly in the air.
Oh heck, yes. Okay. Yeah, just 3, 2, 1, and
Yeah.
we'll go at the same
But
time.
it'll look like it just came from the same person.
Perfect.
Okay, so you made a plan.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
this is more like a production plan, you know.
Yeah, you just look listen, Pierce, you don't need no notes. You just hold that gun the way you're holding it
Mm-hmm.
and scowl.
You just.
Put your hat on though, because your bald spot's showing.
Even if even knowing that whether you can literally see a bald spot or not,
Not
Pierce
2 foot
absolutely oh right, yeah, Pierce 100% like adjusts his hat. Like that struck him.
tall. I found a cord.
goes and he tries to maybe sit at the table and look like he's expecting food.
Okay. All right. So, and Kess, what you were? Q is on Kess's shoulders. Where's
Yep,
Kess?
she's in the trench coat.
She's in the trench coat and just standing there,
I'm sitting down with Pierce,
sitting down with Pierce.
and I'm gonna whisper as I sit down.
And you're still in Dragonborn form, yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, no, you changed forms.
Well, I changed back into what I was in whenever we did the.
Okay, so yeah, you were in a Dragonborn form when that happened. Okay, so now you are back in Dragonborn form, sitting at the table with Q on your shoulders.
I'm gonna say, like, as I'm sitting down, I'm just gonna like whisper to Pierce, like, you don't have a bald spot. I'm just gonna like sit down.
No, I know.
Okay, I was just. You seemed a little upset. What?
I'm not.
Before you turn into a lion, tiger, bear, oh my. Cast guidance on.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we wait.
Okay. So as you guys sit there, a few minutes pass. You guys are just sitting there while the workers are continuing to set tables and set platters of food on. And eventually, you see the drow woman that you were talking to and everyone else start to file out of the room, and she looks back over at you and says, "So we just leave."
Just give us the place for the evening.
Kess's hand just.
Okay. And she wheels the cart back over to the entryway and then notices that there are stairs there now. And she looks at the cart and just wheels the cart over against the wall and goes back downstairs. Looks behind her and continues to go. And about 3 minutes after that, you guys start to see collectors, people in guard uniforms, start to file into this banquet hall. And that is where we're going to take a break.
No, guys.
So we will be back in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's been 3 weeks, and I forget on 2-week increments how long our breaks are.
Yeah,
so 10-minute break.
like 7 to 10 minutes is what we do.
Yeah.
Normally.
10 minutes, and then chaos.
Let me grab us.
I
Hang
imagine.
on. Let me grab us some
Yeah, I'm
music. While we're doing that, I'll just put this on. Okay.
You.
Okay, they can hear us.
Son of a bitch, I rolled a 1.
Wow,
In
you
chat.
and Jim both rolled a 1.
I'm giving myself
And-
advantage on the DM. I can do that.
And
Somebody
Mike
roll for me.
freaking rolled a 20. Like,
Mike.
Mike, I don't understand. I think that you run Mix It Up.
Mike is the owner and proprietor of.
He always
Mix It Up.
calls it too. He's always like, "This is going to be a 20," and it's every time. Like he's done it 3 times this week.
He just has it. He's got the gift.
It's crazy.
The Babe Ruth of
Nobody
dice
else
rolling.
is doing well. Mike is like hoarding all the 20s. Okay. So y'all want to hop back into our delightful, fun, happy, fun time game of D&D now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let
yeah.
me
Yeah,
get us
yeah,
some music. That's not tavern music. You know.
You got any like insurrection music? Do you got revolution music?
Do
Oh,
you
man.
hear the people
Ah.
sing? I was
Oh.
trying to think of. Do you hear the? I couldn't think of.
Is that a
another.
Les Mis thing?
It
Yeah.
is.
I've never seen that.
Les Miserables. It's
Don't
it's
waste your time.
very long and very sad, and there's some good music in it,
It's
but
really,
it's
yeah.
it's good music and it's a good story. Classics are classics for a reason, but it's not. Goon is like, nah. I'm like, it's yeah. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Les Miserables.
Nope.
So, when we left off, you guys have decided that you are, if anyone is just joining us, you guys have just decided that you are going to try to take this tower that is the Thieves' Den for the Hive, which is the Thieves Guild that has basically taken the town of Larsum hostage. And you've decided that once the leader, Scott, disappeared, he's a powerful mage who, during confrontation with Kess, up and disappeared. You all have decided to try and take this tower for yourselves.
Calling that a confrontation is very liberal.
Yeah.
I think
It
I would
was,
say
I mean, it was
avoiding
supposed to be a confrontation. Yeah,
It was like, sup. Ah!
yeah.
It's
Oh,
gone. Like,
bounce. So anyway, you guys are now waiting in the banquet hall
okay.
of this tower, waiting on the collectors to arrive for dinner. You have instructed the workers who that was a very loud sip, good. You have instructed the workers
I was
who
in character.
and it tracks. You've instructed the workers who were setting the table to get as far away from the tower as possible, out, in the town someplace. And that is where we're going to pick up. So it's about it's the same time that we left off. A couple of minutes have passed, and now collectors, people in uniforms, much like the ones you are wearing, have started to trickle into this room. Just 2 by 2, it's kind of a slow trickle, but they're filing in. They see you already sitting there, and they kind of look at you for a minute, but they don't seem to pay very much mind. What are we all doing?
Waiting for as many people to get inside this room as possible.
Q
Okay.
might be nibbling a little bit if Kess's arms are amenable.
I think she's probably like holding stuff and like messing with stuff, but never taking it to his mouth.
Q's like,
Yeah, people are noticing you do this, and they're kind of staring at you. And one person, like a half-orc man, says, "I've never seen you in here before."
and
That's a good point. I'm saying I've never seen you in here before.
I've never seen you in here before either.
Make a deception check.
Hell yeah. Why can't I find buttons? Oh yeah. 21.
21. Well, did you just transfer in from a different shift or something?
Yeah. Yeah, we were on separate shifts.
Well, cheers to that. He raises a glass and sits down.
I kick Cass's shoulder to raise a glass.
She's like, oh.
Cheers. Cheers to that.
Like slashes over a little bit. He doesn't seem to pay any more mind after that. So after a few more minutes, most of the seats in here are filled up, and everyone is like talking amongst themselves. They've already like taken the lids off of the serving trays. It's not very ceremonious. It doesn't seem as if they're waiting on anyone to give some grand speech or anything like that. They have just already started to load their plates up as soon as they start to walk in. Some of them are already, drinking, uncorking wine, things of that nature.
Pierce leans over to the Kess Q amalgamation. Says,
Cuse.
do you want me to kick us off?
Well, let's wait until everybody at least has a plate of has eaten food, but everybody's got a plate in front of them of food.
They'll
Okay.
be a lot happier if they've eaten.
That's true.
Plan is to just try to intimidate the shit out of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. When you're ready, let me know, and I'll get us going.
Okay.
So when the moment we're waiting for is when people seem to have settled,
And
And
have
are
at least taken a
comfortably
couple bites of food.
engaging in their food.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, like I said, everyone is pretty much as soon as they walk in, they've started loading their plates up. Think Baptist church potluck. That's not very ceremonious, and it's very loud in this room at this point in time.
Okay.
Q just
Ready?
looks over at Pierce.
Okay. Pierce gets up and he grabs a glass and he grabs some silverware and he stands up onto the table itself and he ting 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 ting.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I reach out? This is Ankle and give him guidance when I see him start doing that? Does he have to say it?
No.
I feel like I would know
it's-
that he's trying to.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
19.
He didn't need it anyway. So yeah, it's still really loud in this room. So you have to be a little bit pervasive. Is that the word? You have to cling real hard for a
Percussive.
few seconds. But eventually, everybody starts to look up at you, and you see a couple of people go, "What the fuck?" And eventually, everyone is quiet, and the person sitting across from you is reaching around your foot to grab a turkey leg. But yeah, at this point, it's pretty quiet, apart from the person reaching around your foot to grab a turkey leg.
Is that roughly how many people are in here?
Yeah. Oh God, we didn't
there-
ask that. Oh no.
There are two long tables lining the walls.
Banquet table.
There are, by your best estimate, 45 to 50 people in this room.
Great. Good.
Okay.
Not
Pierce
including yourselves.
tries to project as much as he can, and he raises his glass and he says, "This is a multi the guards are not of a singular gender. This is a
Correct.
vast and mixed group of people."
Correct.
Okay. Pierce stands up and he goes, "Guys, gals, non-binary pals, you all remember Scott."
They all get real fucking quiet, Steve-O. They all get real quiet and look around. And the person who had just grabbed a turkey leg, you see them stop mid-bite, and the bite of turkey leg falls out of their mouth. What did you
Pierce
say?
goes, "Well, we're your fucking employers now," and he throws the glass down.
I cast guidance on Q
and Q casts fly.
And I wild shape Tiger onto the table.
And Q jumps up, it's flying, and as soon as he's able, casts a second spell, which is mirror image, and there's now 4 equally sized Qs floating over the table.
Okay.
Pierce has pulled out Iris and is making an attempt to intimidate the room.
Okay.
So I'm also intimidating. And I'm
Okay.
guessing Q is too.
Listen up, motherfuckers, we're your gods now.
Man. Everybody make intimidation checks.
Q has guidance.
Oh, yeah,
with
it does.
with advantage.
Oh my gosh.
Q rolled a 22.
Intimidation?
Oh my God.
That's an 8 with
Dirty-
advantage.
8 with advantage?
Uh-huh.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Okay.
22.
So, just to kind of paint a little bit of a picture, right? So Pierce says what he says. Kess stands up. Q leaps off of her shoulders and goes airborne, begins to fly. 3 other little Qs start to fly. I'll get there. 3 other little Qs like project off of him and are now flying around. Kess leaps up in tiger form on top of this table, standing one paw in a fucking pile of mashed potatoes, one paw in some green beans, and she's just like standing on this table, teeth bared. And Steve-O swings his gun over and hits himself in the back of the
His
head.
name's Pierce.
Pierce.
Pierce-O.
Devere's.
That was genuine, and I'm embarrassed about that.
Clipping
Pierce
that.
slings his gun over and actually hits himself in the back of the head. He does not succeed at intimidating, but the other 2 of you do. People fall backwards out of their chairs. You hear glasses breaking. The tablecloth begins to like fall off the table, and like troughs of gravy begin to shatter on the floor, and a whole chicken just like falls and rolls across as this absolute insanity begins to unfold. And you see, let's see, hold on.
I look at the
They
chicken.
they are successfully intimidated. One of them, one collector, raises his sword and like reaches up to swipe at one of the Qs. And I don't think we're going to enter initiative order yet because it's just this one guy. But Q, can you roll and tell me if he strikes you or one of your mirror images?
Is that? Oh, hold on. Yeah, roll a d20, right?
Or is it
I'm reading.
is it I that rolls?
No, it's me.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. On a 6 or higher, I get to make it a different person that he hit.
Okay. So yeah, roll a d20.
Yeah, I rolled an 18, so he hits a duplicate.
Okay. Does the duplicate disappear upon a hit?
No, he has to make an attack roll.
Okay. So he rolls to hit and he fails. He rolls a 6, so he just swings, doesn't even hit the mirror image, and just like slides right past it.
I have a.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are any of these guards the ones that we saw in the woods?
Oh, make a perception check.
Ooh, that was really good. 26.
No, you don't recognize them. There's a lot going on in here, but
The
you don't recognize any of
26?
these people.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't recognize any of these people as the people from the woods. You do know that the collectors, the people who are in here, are wearing. You do know that they're wearing different clothing than the people than you saw in the woods. You feel like there might be different groups of people. You don't feel like it's the same group of people that was going out and like hijacking the trade route.
So Pierce is gonna yell, "You have 2 options. You can join the new management, or, and he looks at Tiger Kess and he goes, do it.
Oh, I roar for Zev.
Okay, make a performance check.
Oh god. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. Well, that was good. 22.
Okay. Yeah, you roar. It is absolutely seismic. Everyone within a radius of you just like falls back and scampers away from you. And nothing happens. Everyone sits around you in silence. Several of the collectors have their hands on the hilt of their short swords or their weapons or what have you. You hear no explosion.
Q panics and takes one of the fireballs and throws it across the room.
At what?
Nothing, just a wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Roll.
Actually, if you're not throwing at anything, if it's just a wall, yeah, you hit the wall.
It explode.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It does a lot of damage. 25 damage.
25?
per wall.
Okay, so yeah, there is like a large blast radius just in the wall. It's a very thick wall, but like bits of stonework go flying out all over the place. You actually hit in between one of the curtains, so like it blows this curtain off the rod and across the room, and bits of stone go all over the place. And at this point, they like people scamper even more, and they look around.
Or that'll happen to you.
I got plenty more where that came from.
At this point, one more guard actually like looks around and stands up and draws a scimitar. And at this point, I am going to have you roll initiative.
Fair.
And you see like you see 3 more guards actually draw their weapons as well. Everyone else is like scampered out on the ground. Like most of these people are terrified.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 for Pierce.
I have 19.
21.
21 for Kess. And then for our guards.
Oh, that would be a total of 28 for the record. I guess that's more helpful than natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, that is much.
It's been a while since we've rolled initiative.
It has.
It has, hasn't it?
Mhm.
Okay, so at this point you have 4 guards who are standing. All of you have initiated combat. You are standing like you are all very near each other. These 3 guards are we're gonna say for the sake of ease, we're gonna say they are on the same table as you, but on the opposite side of the room. These are long tables across the room. I'm gonna say that they're about 25 feet away from you at this point in time. But Pierce, you are going to go first.
Okay. Pierce is going to aim at the one nearest him, and he's going to aim center mass, and he's going to fire right after saying, "Should have joined us." And then he attacks for 12.
That's a 12 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, 12 hits.
Okay.
So roll out that
And-
HP.
D12 plus 5, which means that it's total of 25.
25. Okay. You aim and you fire right between the eyes. You see the back of his head explode out against the wall.
Ew.
And
Ew.
he falls to the ground, absolutely dead. The other 3 guards look very, very quickly, and actually Pierce, make a perception check for me really, really quickly.
Okay. That is a 15.
A 15. You see one of the guards' mouth. Did he get that from us? And is that going to be the end of your turn?
So I think my second action I can reload, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Then reload.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to reload, and that's the end of your turn.
That's
That's
it.
going to bring us to Kess. You are in wild shape, standing on top of the table.
Who's the closest to me that is in, like, a threat, basically?
There are 3 other guards who have drawn weapons of some sort. They are all within 25 feet of you. There are 2 on one end of the room, and then 1 on the other end of the room.
Okay. Can I take my movement to the 2?
Okay.
And can you take movement and hold an action, or do you have to?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to hold my action for if they do attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay,
hold
good You just can't do a bonus action with like
right,
and hold.
right.
But you can do movement.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold just like bite.
Okay, just bite. Okay, cool. That brings us to the end of your turn. That brings us to Q. What's Q doing?
Q yells loudly, "Stand down for your new regime!" and points his arrow. All 4 Qs all aim their arrow at the whoever looks biggest and most impressive.
Okay.
Is there like a Goliath or a half orc or something?
Yes, there is a Goliath among the ones who drew a weapon.
Perfect. So I use my Hexblade's curse against the Goliath, and he's gonna use the mirror image to make it look like all 4 are shooting arrows at
Okay.
him. 3 of them are illusory, they don't
Sure.
work. But he does shoot once with the Goliath at the Goliath.
Roll to hit.
Up, 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 up. Oh, that's only a 13.
13 hits.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Mhm.
12 hits.
Oh yeah, all right, that's fair. I was just not expecting it. 8, but I think it's plus something. Give me a second. Yeah, plus 3 to anyone I cast the curse on, so it's an 11 damage for that one.
Okay. So as you fire the arrow, it actually like goes directly through the heart, and he falls to the ground.
Perfect. I'm gonna use my cursed specter.
Oh my gosh!
Drives me crazy. I love it. Go ahead.
And his spirit rises from his body.
Whoop. So like as
And
he
there-
as the way that I see this, like his body falls, and his like as his body is falling, his spirit is just continuing to stand up.
Yes, I like that. And yeah, okay. The curse is done though. So then I turn to the next biggest guy, and I shoot again. I have a second shot, so I shoot the next biggest person.
Okay. So this is at the opposite end of the room from the one that you just shot at. But you are still within range, so roll to hit.
16.
16 definitely hits. Roll damage.
That's an 8 to hit, or 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, so yeah, this one not quite as much damage. It like pierces his shoulder, and like for a moment before the arrow disintegrates into the familiar fog, it like is just piercing directly through his shoulder. You said that did how much damage was that? 7?
8.
8 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one at the end of the room. He's looking rough. Like it, you feel like it. Yeah, he ain't looking great. But okay, is that the end of your turn, Q?
It is, but that means my specter immediately takes a turn.
Okay. Yep.
And so it's gonna go to whoever's closest to him
Yeah.
and just go and life drain whoever's closest.
Okay, so what is his movement? Because he's got to walk across the room at this point, and he's got to walk past Kess.
Okay. His movement is 50 feet. He hovers 50 feet.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he walks across the room. Let's see. Yeah, he walks across the room to. Actually, no. There's one directly in front of. There's one directly in front of Kess. So yeah, he does life drain. So roll to hit on that, or is it a saving throw?
It is a spell attack, which is +8. Roll. Oh God, yeah, that hits. That's a 26 to hit.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. 22 to hit. And that's 3d6 necrotic damage, and he needs to make a saving throw.
Okay. What's the
So
save?
that does
He rolled
10
a
damage
natural
of
one.
necrotic damage.
He rolled a natural 1. So how
rolls a
much
natural
damage is that?
It's 10 damage, and his hit point maximum is reduced by that 10 damage.
Okay. So yeah, you watch as this person just withers to a shell of nothing, still standing as the life is. He looks like a standing raisin, like as the life is just drained from him.
A raisin?
He looks like a raisin. Yeah.
Like the California raisins, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Is that the end of your? Is that the end of the accursed specter's turn?
That is the end of the Spectre's turn, yeah.
Okay. At this point, after having experienced that, Kess, the one in front of you, turns and tries to flee. You would get an attack of opportunity.
Can I instead grapple?
You can, sure.
I just want to paw his shirt.
Okay. So yeah, like you make a. He's gonna try
like in the Jungle
to,
Book.
Yeah, he's gonna try to escape to make. We're gonna do opposing strength checks.
Okay. Oh, and I used my strength as a tiger. Right?
Yeah.
19.
Okay, so yeah, you absolutely succeed. So yeah, you're just pawing him, and he's basically trying to like scamper crawl away from you, looking like absolute death personified. And he fails. And let's see, there is one guard over at the end of the room who was not doing particularly well. He is going to let's see, he is going to run. He's going to run across the room and try to like. What is his movement? He's got 30 feet of movement, so he is going to run sort of across the room a little bit and then hide within a group of people. And that is going to be the end of their turn because everyone else is dead. That brings us to the top of the order, Pierce.
So he's hiding. There's one guy left.
Yes. No, there's two guys left.
There's two.
There's
under
the one that Cass is pawing.
Under the tiger's paw. And there's one that is hidden in a group of, you said a group of people?
Yes.
Like people like trying to leave?
Behind, there was when everything went down, people like clamored away, and there were people on the floor, and he like kind of dove behind a group of people sitting on the floor.
Okay, so the place didn't empty out.
No, everyone's still in there.
Collectors and stuff still in there. Only 4 of them had the chutzpah to
correct.
stand up. Gotcha. Okay, I'm following you. Pierce walks over to. I'm in range. I can walk over to where Kess has the other guy pinned to the ground, right?
Yes, I would say that's within your movement.
Okay. Then Pierce is going to take Iris and place it just to the back of the guy's head on the ground, and he goes and he says, he's going to pull the trigger. Right before he pulls the trigger, he says, "One last chance to join us," and then he pulls the trigger on Iris to this guy laying prone on the ground.
Okay. Well, that's going to be a crit. So I mean, yeah, he had 1 hit point left. So yeah, he just dies, dude. And at that point, like everyone else jumps back as well. And you know what? Okay. So yeah, everyone else in this room begins to jump back as well. And at that point, upon the gunshot, there is you guys hear the sound of 1 gunshot. And then outside, you hear the sound of another gunshot. And at that point, the collectors begin to look around. Is that the end of your turn, Pierce?
Pierce will reload fairly cockily just out. He's still if he had to jump off the table to Jay's just reloading, just sort of standing free out there, expecting people to just abide by his order now.
Okay. So at this point,
Is the other guy hurt? The one that was hiding?
yes, very.
Are we out of initiative order?
No,
Okay.
not just yet. He's still hiding. But Pierce, that is the end of your turn. Yeah,
Mhm.
you were
Yep.
because you were cocking. Okay, so yeah, Kess, it is your turn.
Okay.
You have just heard this gunshot. There were 2 gunshots in quick succession. One you heard very loudly near you, and one you heard outside.
Okay. So how far away is the one that was hiding?
From you, the one that was hiding is probably 15 feet.
Okay. I go over to him.
Still in tiger form.
The second I get to him, I turn into Changeling Kess.
Okay.
I reach out and I say, this didn't have to go this way, and I cast Healing Word on him.
As you do that, he jumps back. But I mean, okay. So roll your healing points. Almost said roll damage. Roll backwards damage.
Backwards damage! That's what I was gonna do to the one that Pierce killed. My gosh. Bloodthirsty boys.
Look, listen. I don't know.
14.
14. Okay, yeah. So as you do that, this is the one
And I
that
do
was
it really like, I'm gonna just like gently like caress the face. Like I'm gonna do it like
This is the
very,
one
very
that
like
was-
nice.
This is the one I believe that was withered, that went through the life drain. So you see the life and the fullness sort of return to him. He looks around and he looks around at all the people around him, and everyone in this room is just staring at you at this point. I will say that we are out of initiative order. Unless Q has anything he would like to do on his turn.
Yeah, he's taking he's taking his cue from the 2 around him, so he's just gonna
Okay.
copy what they're doing. But he is still menacing and pointing. His he's got his arrow drawn towards whoever looks the most dangerous, and of course the Spectre's still over in the right next to another dead body going or dying body.
Sure. You hear another gunshot outside.
I just want to be like, our fight is not with you all. We didn't want to fight.
Certainly looks like it.
Well, y'all started it. We want to help the town, which Scott is draining dry.
You swung at me.
Yeah, you guys started it. And now
The
your
person
friends.
who's speaking looks over at just the splatter against the wall.
That was after you swung at me.
It was.
They don't say anything.
That splatter could not be there. But it is now.
Kind of like shriveling.
I'm like saying this to everybody.
Look at this. This guy's a ghost.
That could be you. I pointed at the ghost.
Pierce looks at the nearest guard and he goes, "What's the fastest way out of here?"
He points to the stairs.
Okay. I'm gonna check on that. Be right back. And Pierce, at a full sprint, runs toward the door.
Okay.
And he's gonna yell back as he leaves, "Make sure they join us!" And then he goes towards the door. He's gonna try and open the door to investigate where that gunshot was, because he's worried.
Okay. As you get to the door and you pull it open, you hear a third gunshot. You hear it. It is outside of this tower.
Is
It appears to be
the?
coming from the ground below. You are near a window.
I am near a window. Okay. Is the window open? Can I open the window?
It's already open. It's just like an
it's-
open. Yeah.
An open. Okay. Pierce is gonna lean out and try and see if he sees
Perception check.
who's doing the thing. 5.
5. Okay. With a 5, you see there is a large crowd of townspeople below. You also see pacing around what appears to be like one of the collectors, but that's about all you can tell from this angle.
Fuck. Okay, so to get out, I would have to go downstairs,
Presumably.
presumably.
Yeah, as far as you know.
Okay, so Pierce is gonna run down the stairs as fast
Okay.
as he can. He's gonna make towards see if he can find and locate the main door.
Okay, so yeah, easily enough, actually, you just run down the spiral stairs, and then eventually you get to the final landing, what appears to be the ground, and then there's just a familiar wooden door that you remember coming in. Everything looks a little bit different than it did because when you walked into a room.
Right.
Things have changed since then. So yeah, you reach a wooden door on the ground level. And
Does it move on its own?
The
Like
wooden
if
door?
I push on the door, does it move?
Yeah, you push open the door, and sunlight floods into sort of this dark corridor that you're standing in, this dark landing.
Pierce doesn't want to leave the tower, but he wants to lean out and take another look at what's happening on the ground.
Okay, I'll say make another perception check.
Okay.
While he's doing
You
this,
and Cass, what are you? Yeah.
okay, Cass is just like, don't you guys all hate Scott? Isn't
They all kind
Scott
of like.
actually a giant dick? He's the worst. Look what he's done to the people of this town.
Make a persuasion check.
It fell out, but it's a natural 20.
Okay. No one says anything. You wrapped, like you have their rapt attention. Pierce, what was your perception?
21.
21. You step outside, and like on the other side of the tree, you see the large hive that Izzy had stuck her hand inside in order to make this tower appear a little while ago. You now see this enormous crowd. There's probably 50 or 75 townspeople that are just gathered around. You see 2 bodies lying on the ground. You don't recognize them immediately, but you also see Izzy sitting on her knees, and you see a collector pacing around behind her with a gun drawn.
Oh, Pierce is going to slide out that door and draw his gun and hold it up and yell stop.
Okay. So you hold the gun up and you yell stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check
Okay.
or an intimidation check, your choice.
Intimidation.
Okay.
That is a 14.
Okay. The collector who is pacing, as you step out and you get a little bit closer, you see that Izzy's head is down, and like you see that they have her arm like tied around her waist, around her back. You see that she is sitting on her knees, and you see the 2 dead townspeople. As you get closer, they appear to have been shot. And as you say stop, the collector looks a little bit different. He's got some different insignia on his coat than the other. He's actually wearing a coat, whereas the other ones weren't. He kind of looks at you and he smiles. Where'd you get that?
It was a gift. Where'd you get that?
We've got a guy in Vendria.
Do you know the dealer in Vendrier?
Not personally.
I do.
Oh. Clever. Well, And at that point, he draws. I need you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's a shoot off. Oh god. Oh, no.
27.
Give me just good God in heaven.
Ah! Wait, how?
Yeah, how?
For initiative?
Initiative +8, rolled a 19.
Oh
Your
my
initiative is plus
gosh.
8, indeed.
Yeah, I forgot. He has like
Yep.
that's super high initiative.
God. Okay, give me just a freaking minute.
I didn't.
My my cleric has +7. Wait, she may have been her ranger. She may have lost that.
It's from her ranger.
Yeah.
It was from her
Gah.
dread ambusher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you rolled 27, and this person absolutely did not. So you get the first shot.
Okay. So
If you choose, you get the first turn. But it
Do
is
not throw away your.
Shot.
that's a Hamilton reference. I haven't
Shit.
seen it.
okay.
I know,
Um,
but I haven't seen it.
So,
okay.
Yes, it is. We are back in initiative order. Steve, Pierce, it is your turn.
Okay.
Pierso.
Pierce,
Pierso.
guys, I didn't mean to do that.
That was great.
It was, you know,
Pierso is part of this balanced breakfast. I'm Pierce is gonna. I'm trying. I'm making I've got to make a quick decision. Pierce is going to fire. He's going to shoot.
had
at
you
the-
reloaded?
the fella?
Honor
Yes,
system. Had you, okay.
He did.
Yes, he
He said he did.
he was a
Okay.
cocky asshole and reloaded in front of everybody without
You're right.
taking
You're
cover.
right.
or
Okay,
anything.
so yeah, you had reloaded. You said you're gonna fire. Go ahead.
Right.
Roll to hit.
So the hit is a 10.
Okay. That misses.
Okay.
So you fire. Pew! It goes and shatters the bark off of a tree to the left.
Okay. So I can use action surge to take one additional action on my turn.
Okay.
So that additional action, Pierce is gonna reload as fast as he can, and for action 3 would be
Okay.
to take another shot.
Okay. Make it happen.
18.
18 hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
So just to kind of give like a bit of a directorial scene, as this is the camera is low, you see it go past Pierce's boots, and then it cuts to the other side, and you see it go past the guard's boots, and a tumbleweed tumbles on by.
Yep.
Yep. What was the damage?
Second shot, 19.
19. And that was damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. You hit this you hit this guy squarely in the thigh, and he tumbles over a little bit, and he starts to limp, but he looks at you and smiles, and he quickly he spins the revolver in his gun, and he is going to take his turn. This, by the way, just to give you, this is a Goliath man.
Oh god, he's big. How'd you miss him? He's huge.
Stormtrooper training.
All right, so he slides the revolver in his gun, and he is going to fire. That is going to be oh god, that is gonna be. Give me a second. I'm sorry. 16 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. And he's going to fire really quickly. He's going to reload, or not reload. He's going to spin his revolver and fire again. And that is going to be that's going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Hit.
Okay. And he's going to hit you for, I apologize, this is a new stat block. That's going to hit you for 16 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, as that happens, he fires again. First time missing you, it actually shatters into a tree on the opposite side. Bark goes flying everywhere, and then the second one hits you square in the shoulder. It is now your turn.
Okay. So movements count as actions, right?
No, movements are just, it's your movement.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
So-
in regular initiative order.
Pierce has been struck. He's very upset. It's been a while since he's been shot. So while keeping eye contact with the Goliath, he's going to reload for his first action, and he's going to be walking towards him, not running, but angrily walking towards him while he's reloading.
Okay.
And he's going to bring up Iris.
Okay.
And he's going to use a grit point for a violent shot.
Okay.
And the attack gains +2 to the firearm's misfire score, but if the attack hits, you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die per grit point spent. So I'm going to use both grit points now.
Which raises your ability to misfire to a 3, correct?
It goes 3 to 5 now, I think.
Okay, to 5. That's right, because you got Iris.
Right.
So yeah.
So, and I rolled a 16 to hit.
Okay, 16 hits.
Okay. So the damage, I'm going to roll 4d12 for
Gosh.
the damage.
Oh my gosh. Delete him. Press the delete button.
Plus 5, 27 damage.
Good God. Okay, yeah.
Delete.
Yeah, you fire and you actually shoot him directly in the kneecap, and his leg goes out from under him. But still, he reaches behind him and pulls out a hunting rifle and props himself up on top of the hunting rifle as he's standing there. You said that was 27 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's not doing particularly well. So he used part of his action, or he used one of his actions to, or one of his attacks to pull the gun out and prop himself up on it. So he is going to fire again at you. That is going to be a 18 to hit. Actually, no, sorry, 20 to hit.
Yep.
20 hits. Okay. And as you said you were angry, he is also angry. So you see him put a little bit more into this particular shot. He's going to hit you for...
He a fighter too. Is he a gunslinger? That's cool.
He's going to hit you for 27 points of piercing damage.
Okay. So for everyone's edification, Pierce has 14 out of 60 hit points at this point.
Okay, how many gunshots have we heard?
You have heard, yeah, I was about to pan back up into the tower. You guys have heard all of these gunshots at this point in time. What 6 gunshots at this point, if not more? 6, 7?
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys have heard all of these.
How long has it been?
It's been about 3 minutes.
Okay, so when a minute is up, Q loses his minor illusion or major image. So he says, okay, in a show of solidarity, I'm going to go back to just one person now. Okay, bye. So whenever he did that, he goes back to one person. And then he looks to Kess after a couple of gunshots and says, should we go help him?
I feel like Kess was giving a big speech, and after 2 gunshots, immediately checked out, and Mater was making her way that way.
Okay.
Especially if one of them sounded like Iris, because she's heard that gun go off.
Yeah, you would actually. I mean, I'm not gonna make you roll, but you would know that was Iris. You would imagine that Pierce is probably in a gunfight at this point in time.
Yeah. I'm gone.
So yeah, but it's going to take you a minute to get because you've got to travel down several flights of stairs. So it's going to take you a minute to get down there.
Like-
Q's following, and he has 120 feet per movement.
If it's been 3 minutes, do we get down? Like, if we get down there in like a minute, are we down there in time to see that last shot?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's not been 3 minutes since this fight started. It's been 3 minutes since Pierce left.
Okay.
This fight has only been going on for about 12 seconds.
It's fair.
Yep. All right, so that brings us to the end of Pierce's turn. Actually, no, that brings us to the end of Person's turn. So that's Pierce. It is now your.
Pearson person.
Yep, Pierce.
Okay.
Person.
So, I've been hit by. Where have I been hit? Just because this is going to depend on how I'm walking or
On
not
coolness.
walking. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have been hit in one of the shots was in the shoulder. One of the shots was in the stomach.
Okay. I'm still walking toward him, but it's at like a heavy limp. Like I'm trying not to straighten myself up.
Mm-hmm.
Pierce is hunched over and he's walking
Bleeding
towards
profusely.
him. And he first action to reload again.
Okay.
And he doesn't want to get within what I would say like arm's reach of him.
Sure.
But he wants to get, sort of within that 10 foot range.
Easily enough. You're able to do that.
To stop. And I had an idea, but he's gonna raise Iris again and aim and fire.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It's 19.
19 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. It is 15 damage.
15 points of damage. Okay, so yeah, you fire and you also hit this Goliath gunslinger directly in the stomach, and he kind of doubles over and grabs it, and then he grits his teeth at you. Is that the end of your turn?
I am going to use second wind for my bonus action if I can. To regain 1d10 plus 7.
Okay.
And where's my 10? Whoop, I'll have to grab another d10. Okay, so I'm going to use second wind for 17.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, you feel some wind in yourselves a little bit. You're still hurting, but you're not like, bleeding out onto the ground.
Right. Pierce does that really cool thing that like Kylo did in the movie where he like slams his fist into his side a couple of times to keep himself going.
Oh god.
Very nice.
Because
Okay.
you love the pain. Oh god. Dang it. Oh.
That's fucking cool, Steve. Okay, so that brings us to the end of your turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to fire at you twice in quick succession. That's a dirty 20. That's a natural 20. So,
Ooh.
Are we down there yet?
I would no, not yet. It's going to take you a little bit of time to go down the steps. You're not down there yet. So he is going to fire. Like I said, he's going to fire twice at you. And let's see. Okay, so boing. That one, you take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
8. You take 32 points of damage.
Oh.
Okay. So I had 22 prior to the 32 points of damage. So
Okay, so you are unconscious.
that is, I am unconscious. Like,
Yeah. So you get hit again in the chest.
do I go negative or do I just put it to
No, you
zero?
don't go negative, you just
okay,
fall.
okay.
So yeah.
2 hits?
What was that, Kess?
Oh. The 8 wouldn't have knocked him unconscious yet. And then the 22 would have. So he didn't get hit twice. He didn't have a critical hit, right?
Yes, he had a
Right.
critical hit. Yeah.
No.
No, yeah, the guy rolled a 20. Lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rolled a dirty 20 and then a natural 20
Oh,
for the 2 shots.
okay. So Steve-O, you lost
Yeah.
a death save, my friend.
Okay.
I did not think of that.
Not if that's the one that put him down.
The natural 20 was the second shot.
And he lost 2 death saves. Right?
You said it was an 8 and a 22?
8.
Yes.
8 points of damage and 22
8 points
of
damage, and then 32 points of damage. I had 22 HP when the 32 hit.
Right. So he did not lose the death save.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, no. Okay.
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I apologize, Steve. I misunderstood. Okay,
Hey.
but yeah, you did not lose 2 death saves. You did not lose a death save, but you are down.
Okay.
And at that point, we are going to go back to Kess and Q, who are running down the stairs. After a moment, did Steve?
Spectre following.
Nope, still here.
So you guys run down the stairs and you slam the door open. As you slam the door open, you look and you see this Goliath gunslinger trudging toward Pierce, dragging a foot behind him, like hobbling on a gun as he's walking toward Pierce. And I need you two to roll initiative.
That's fair.
Swear.
You see Pierce lying down on the ground. Beside him, probably 15 feet away, you see Izzy with her arm tied up behind her back.
18.
18. Okay.
Six. Sorry.
Okay.
I thought it really loudly in my head.
So, that brings us to the end of his turn. Pierce, I need you to make a death saving throw.
How do I do that?
Okay,
Oh,
so-
God.
Yeah, this is our first death save of the campaign.
God. I'm just going to spin in a circle. I'm just
Just roll a d20. If it's above a 10, you save.
So I'm gonna roll a d20, and if
Yeah.
it's above a 10, I save.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. 17.
Okay, that's one save.
Phew.
3. Okay, just so you know how this works, you've never done this before. 3 saves, you are stabilized. 3 failures, you're dead.
Okay,
But
got
a
it.
natural 1 is 2 fails, and a natural 20 is 2 saves.
Correct.
Okay.
And if he hits you while you are down, it's an automatic crit, and that's 2 fails.
Yeah, if he hits
Okay.
you again.
All right. So, Pierce, that's the end of your turn. Kess, what are you doing?
I'm next.
Yes. You are probably. I'm going to say you're 30 feet away from this scene that's unfolding.
And a tiger.
Can I?
And you're a tiger still.
I'm not
yeah.
a tiger.
That's right. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm not.
Because when you cast heal on him, that's right.
You're right.
What are you doing, Kess?
Cool, though.
I'm going to animate essence.
Okay.
And what do I have to do for this, Zach? That's a roll
Let
to
me look
hit.
Yeah, I believe it's a roll to hit. Let me look at the spell. This is, for those of you sitting at home, this is kind of a homebrew thing. So what you have to do, no, you don't roll to hit. They make a dex save.
Okay.
Okay. So he's going to make a dex save. Oh, he fails.
Okay. Okay. Oh man. So basically she runs out the door. She sees Pierce laying there, unconscious. Dude's there. She goes all she I feel like she reaches in, she grabs the water. She like TikTok video like flings the lid off and flicks it.
I know exactly the one, yeah.
And takes her hand and pulls the void water out
Uh-huh.
of the canteen and just shoves it into the guy's face.
Okay, now you are standing, like, this is where you're, do you walk all the way up to him?
I will get in range, which is 30 feet.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you're within range from as soon as you open the door. You're within
Okay,
range.
then
Yeah.
like the second I see it, I do it if I'm in range.
Okay.
Okay.
And he is walking toward Pierce as you do this. So
Yeah, she's
roll damage.
screaming. Like, oh my gosh, hang on. Oh god. I'm
5d8.
stressed. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm getting them all. Okay. I did not roll below a 6. 34.
34. Okay. So
Wait, yeah,
so
34.
the door swings open. Q are you still flying? Okay. So yeah. It's not gotten to your turn yet, but yeah, just from behind Cass, you see the door fly open. You see her take the canteen out and flick the lid off, and you see her with her hand draw this black essence out of a canteen and yeets it across the courtyard, and it slams directly into this gunslinger's face and like down his body, and he immediately falls to the ground, sizzling almost, and he has died.
Is it my turn?
I
It is.
have
sure.
bonus action.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Cass has a bonus action, but he has fallen to the ground. Yes.
I'm sorry if you're gonna do this. I don't know if you can do this. I cast Healing Word on Pierce.
Okay.
Was Animate Essence a spell?
Yes.
Yeah,
can't
then I
cast
can't.
Healing
I can't.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Sorry,
Okay.
it's my first time using it, and it was my 1/4 level spell slot I could use. So.
So then Q bolts over to the Pierce's unconscious body and pulls out one of the vials that he just got from Scott's room and shoves it down his throat, but like really rudely.
Like a pong, pong.
So Pierce, roll 4d4 plus 4,
4d4 plus 4.
and we are essentially out of initiative order at this point. You guys have drawn a fucking crowd. There were 75 people. Pierce, when you came out here in the first place, granted you're not awake to see this, but it seems like everyone in this town is around. You, Cass, you look up and you see the guards that you had just intimidated inside, looking out of the window down upon this spectacle.
So that's the HP that I've recovered.
Yes.
Is it okay? Okay.
So we're out of initiative order.
Correct.
Okay, then the water swirls around me and goes back into the canteen.
Q flies up 30 feet into the
I don't know
air.
if it does, Cass.
You said I could I could have it back if I got to it in time.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, yeah. You're able to
3 rounds.
guide it back into the thing. Yeah.
Right.
That's correct. Okay. Q, what were you doing?
Q flies.
Sorry, guys. That's a homebrew spell. We're still kind of working out the kinks, and I interrupted Q. Go ahead.
All right, Q's gonna fly up 30 feet in the air as Pierce is getting up. He's going to gesture towards the creepy specter that's walking out of the front door now and say, "I am Q, Bone, Raiser of the Dead, and I am your king now. No more insolence."
You see everybody look around, and they
See
look at
my miracles.
the.
I need a shirt. I need a flying
Say my miracles.
flying Q with "See My Miracles" on it.
Yeah.
Behold.
So at this point, Izzy is sitting on the ground in front of you, and she turns around. What the fuck was all of that?
Pierce is gonna continue laying on the ground. He just doesn't feel like getting up.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, but
He's laying there.
For the record, he's alive.
I'm gonna
I'm
crouch.
Raiser of the Dead.
crouch down like with him and cast healing word on him. And
Okay.
just kind of like sit there. Not trying to crowd him or anything, but just like just being there. 13. No, 11. 11 points of heal.
11 points. Okay.
11
So,
points
yeah,
of
Pierce, you're-
non-damage.
11 points of backwards damage. Yeah. So Pierce, you're feeling a lot better. Yeah.
Okay.
So as Pierce is lying there being healed, still like with an empty potion of greater healing bottle next to him, the body of a Goliath gunslinger lying with necrotic burns all over his face and torso, the bodies of 2 townspeople lying on the ground, and your friend Izzy, the teenage half-orc sorcerer, sitting on her knees on the ground in front of you, still tied up around the waist with her arm tied behind her back. You guys survey your surroundings, and you see the people up in the tower watching you, and you see the crowd of people who have gathered around staring at you intently, wearing the clothes of the people who have oppressed them for so long. And there's
Cute.
absolute silence.
Q pulls out his bag of coins and grabs about 200 gold and throws it in the air and says, "I am a benevolent god, and you will not no longer be under the rule of the dictator Scott." And 200 coins just go flying through the air onto the ground.
They don't, like, as the coins fall, you see them look at each other. They've never seen this much money in their lives. You see them look at each other and like gently bend. The people who do bend down, they like gently and timidly bend down and pick it up. And with that, as Q is floating above this crowd of people, shouting about how he is a benevolent god, yeeting gold coins, and as the remaining guards in the tower above watch with confusion and a bit of horror after the things that they experienced, you 3 stand below, and as you're standing there, you hear
Oh my
and
god.
you see an explosion come out from one of the windows, and you hear them yell, "Son of a bitch!" And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Good.
Zev had been trying for so long to get that to light up.
It cost us so much.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is
Guys, thank you so much for joining us for this
Oh my god.
very, very wild session of the
Yeah.
Secret Adventure Society. I had no idea where it was
Man.
going to go, and I was not disappointed. Thank you
Oh,
for
God.
hanging out. Our next session is going to be, oh God, what day is our next session going to be? The 26th of May, I believe, if it's 2 weeks from today. Yeah, 26th of May. So be sure to join us. That'll be session 25. Guys, can you believe that's going to, if I'm not mistaken, that's around a year since we started doing the campaign,
That's around a year.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
Oh my
bonkers.
gosh.
Come a long way in a year.
We have. We really, really have.
Oh, man.
Also, we have a lot of new people in here tonight because Kinsey raided us, and thank you so much
Whoa.
for that raid. If you guys
I am your god now.
if you guys enjoyed this show, we do have a YouTube channel where we have some catch-up content. You can catch up very easily there. A lot of shorter episodes instead of watching 80 hours of content. That can get you caught up to the live shows, so you will know what's happening whenever we are, in here doing this thing. All hail the mighty Q. Exactly.
Exactly.
That person knows.
Oh man. Thank you for the raid, Kenzie.
Yeah, thank
Oh
you
my
so
God.
much.
Let's see. Don't forget we got keep an eye out for a charity stream we got coming up. We're waiting on solidifying some details before we announce it, but that's
Mhm.
that's in the works. Hopefully sometime later this month.
Oh,
Do
let
you
me-
guys have anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up for the evening?
be nice to others.
Please God, be nice to other people.
Please be nice to people. I know you. I know
Go out
most
of
of
your
you
way to
guys
be nice.
are,
Yeah, of
but
course.
you know, it's important.
And yes, and if you are new, just one last thing. Like Locke said, you can catch up on YouTube. We also put all of our episodes in our podcast feed, so you can listen to those in all of the podcast feeds: Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, all of those. Let's see. Anything else? Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We love you all very much. Meeting adjourned. Good night.
We're gonna host Cupcake.
Cupcake? She's doing her subathon, isn't she?
Yeah, she's doing a
Yeah.
subathon. She's amazing. She's super sweet. It's her birthday, so we're gonna go over there and say hello. Thank you guys. Just thank you guys for being here. And
Oh, a
stuff.
fellow Taurus.
A Taurus. Was she a Taurus?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
If today's her birthday.
astrological.
Oh,
sign, yeah.
oh, that's how you know things.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought you were assigning cars to people.
oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna switch us over to the ending. And
Night, friends.
Night.